Number 50, Annan Ramirez. Number 51, Logan Camarillo. Number 54, Eduardo Gonzalez.
Good evening, everyone. We welcome you to Mack Laxson Field here, Pearsall, Texas. We are here for a Warhorse football game. The Devine Warhorses host or travel to Pearsall to face the Pearsall High School Mavericks. And Schmitty, man, this daylight savings time fast approaching, sun setting already. We don't have the sun in our eyes here as we did all the setup here.
That's right. We had sun all in our eyes, but what we do have, Jimbo, is welcome back to the wonderful world of somebody else's speaker.
Yes, we do. The speaker is set up right outside of the window where we are located here, facing directly down. And, of course, as soon as we go on the air, we get the, hey, I want to announce the entire lineup for both teams. So,
which is kind of nice, but it's not nice when it's right in your ear.
Absolutely not. We are happy to be here, though, at Mack Laxson Field for the Devine Warhorse District football game against the Pearsall Mavericks. This is district game number 4 for the Warhorses. Warhorses coming into this as, let's see, what are we, 3-1?
3-1?
This game 5. I'm sorry.
Game 5. Game 5. We're 3-1.
3-1.
And yeah, and when I was down there talking to Coach Gomez, it dawned on me this is game at 9 out of a 10-game season.
Yeah, if you
not
will,
counting your playoffs, of course.
If you will believe that, that means if it's game 9, that both of us are extremely busy as basketball practice has started. For me, for the girls, I'm in week number 2, and you're helping out with the boys this year.
And we are in week number 1.
And so if we're a little bit slow on a couple of things, that might be why.
Jimbo, we're a little bit slow all the time, but that's neither here nor there.
That is absolutely correct. We're glad everybody is here. We are in the Brown Chevrolet pregame show, Warhorse Football pregame show, brought to you by Brown Chevrolet. The good folks at Brown Chevrolet, they're to help you find whatever you're looking for. It might not be on the lot, but they say give them a call, and they will help you find it. So we appreciate the good folks at Brown sponsoring our pregame show. And Schmitty, pretty big win last week at Warhorse Stadium as the Warhorses came away with a 44-22 win over the Bandera Bulldogs.
You know, it was. It turned out to be a really big win. You know, won by twice as many. I tell you what, though, it was a ball game for the first half. And kind of talked to Coach Gomez and Coach Villa a little bit about that. Coach Eads as well, and how, you know, it was a tale of two cities, really. You know, the first half was very competitive. Our offense did fantastic, you know, turning out 22 points. However, we allowed that 22 points. But, wow, coming out of the locker room, those Warhorses just had another level of energy, and
absolutely,
offensively and defensively.
Yeah, defense came out, set the tone, a couple of interceptions in the second half, and the offense picked up right where they left off the time before. Looking at the stats, something crazy, over 500 yards of total offense.
Over 500, almost had 300-yard rushers, had a 160-yard rusher, 4 touchdown performance by Santos. I mean, Dash for the Stash just lit it up.
Absolutely. So a lot of good things. So Warhorses have to come off that win, prepare for the Pearsall Mavericks. Pearsall kind of struggling this year.
They are struggling. Scrappy team. In talking to the coaches, you're going to hear here in a little bit, run a lot of sets, Jimbo. They in talking to all the coaches, offensively and defensively, they do a little bit of everything. Offensively, they are going to line up tight. They're going to line up split. They're going to line up shotgun. They're going to line up in wildcat. Going to get a little bit of everything. Defensively, kind of the same thing. Talking to Coach Villa, or Coach Eads and Coach Gomez, like, they named so many defenses, I don't think I can name them all. You know, yeah. I mean, they're just all over the place. So it's going to be interesting to see what the horses get and how they respond. Great test, though, for us getting lined up.
Absolutely.
And, you know, the coaches talk about that offensively and defensively. And how do you get lined up? How do you, get your keys? We're going to – Coach Eads talks about the senior center, Cannon Ramirez, and how he comes up to the line, sees what's going on, helps call out the coverage or the blocking scheme for the line. And, you know, that's a huge thing when you have a senior that has that kind of skill set that can set things up for you like that.
Absolutely. And Warhorse seniors, I think there's 10 of them. We've got a senior spotlight coming up, Jared Fernandez, tonight. That'll be interesting because Jared said about 4 words in the entire time he was in my class last year.
Well, he doesn't say many words in my class, but I tell you what, we're going to talk about Jared Fernandez a little later because we got a feel-good story coming up here.
Absolutely. Can't wait to share that with you guys. We appreciate everybody tuning in and watching us here tonight on YouTube. We are going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit and get down on the field with interviews with the coaches. This is Warhorse Football. Brown Chevrolet proudly supports Warhorse and Arabian Athletics as this year's lead sponsor for DHS Broadcasting. Located just off I-35 in Devine, Brown Chevrolet is your stop for all things Chevrolet in South Texas. Can't find the vehicle you're looking for on the lot? Call the sales experts at Brown and let them find it for you. Serving the South Texas area for over 50 years, Brown Chevrolet knows how to provide our guests with an excellent car buying experience. Give us a call, 830-665-4435. or visit online at brownchevrolet.com.
Security State Bank is a proud sponsor of this year's Warhorse Football broadcast. Security State Bank has served 7 locations around South Texas since 1925. Located in Pearsall, Pleasanton, Devine, Natalia, and now Cashville. Security State Bank's hours of business varies from location to location. Please visit our website, www.securitystbk.com, or call us at 830-663-2801 to check on a location nearest to you. Security State Bank, serving South Texas.
All right, we're back here at Mack Laxson Field in Pearsall, Texas. Warhorses versus the Mavericks. We are about 23 minutes away from the kickoff on this one. Appreciate everybody tuning in and joining us on YouTube. And for the first time, I think, Schmitty, we got the roving camera on the road here. We've got Lorenzo out and about. We've had a couple of times where we've been shorthanded with a few things. Lorenzo out and about on the field down there. So excited to have that perspective coming to everyone tonight. So, of course, Matt being on the main camera as always. So ready to rock and roll here in Pearsall. So got to get down on the field and talk to the guys, huh?
I did. Went out there, talked to them. You know, we had a good conversation with all the coaches out there, and going to get some good information, some good insight from Coach Gomez here. We want to take it and go see what he has to say.
Absolutely.
Jimbo?
Let's go to the head coach, Coach Paul Gomez of the Devine Warhorses.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Down here on the field night before the game with head coach Paul Gomez. Coach Gomez, first off, congratulations on another district win. Hey, kind of a tale of two cities, right? All tied up at halftime. Y'all came out and just shut the door on them in the second half.
Yeah.
Tell us about that second half. What went right? What changes y'all made?
Well, the thing is, man, we had a really good game plan defensively. Coach Villa had a really good game plan defensively. We just weren't executing. And so a lot of occasions we had two guys, kind of covered one gap or one area, so which obviously left a gap void. And so, once our guys started just, believing in what we were doing, and we told them in the second half, we're like, it's not the game plan, it's the execution, And so once we started executing, like I said, we were hitting them and we were gang tackling, and it was just a better effort. But it's one of those things where we were playing hard, we just weren't playing smart. In the second half, we played hard and we played smart, and we followed the game plan, and everything worked out.
Yeah, exactly. Got everything to come together.
Yeah.
Excellent job, Coach. Hey, great offensive night as well. Tell us how y'all stayed consistent, productive. I mean, 22 and 22,
Right.
Very consistent, but also very productive.
Yeah, well, you got to hand it, first of all, to the O-line and tight ends because they came in every defense possible. They gave us an Ogie look. They gave us a 4-3 look. They gave us a split look. They were pretty much trying everything. And our offensive line did a good job of communicating the defense. Cannon, normally gets up there, recognizes the defense, and we kind of communicate down the line. Our tight ends did a great job. Mason had he had 4 pancakes, I believe, and a whole bunch of blocks, a really, really good block. So, we did a good job of blocking and communicating down the line. And I think that kind of catapulted everything because our backs did a good job blocking. Our running backs ran the ball well. Brady did some good things out there. And it, just is one of those things, offensively, we're not going to just rely on one guy. Ethan had the big day, and Ethan's been having a really, really good season, but the other guys, they put in their work in as well. So they, we had guys, 60 yards, 70 yards. Ethan had obviously the most yards, and then Brady. We almost had 3 guys that had 100 yards. So I mean, that
says a lot for what that line's doing.
Exactly.
Not just their speed, but what the line's doing for you.
Exactly.
Okay, Coach, on the road again. Another district game on the road. That's the way it works. So, hey, what's Pearsall going to do tonight?
Well, Pearsall's always got, really, really good-looking kids. They've always got big kids. They always got kids that can run. They're struggling a little bit right now, trying to find themselves. But, at any time, they can come out and have a really, really good game. They're going to bring their A game against us. They always play us hard. They're always going to come after us, and then playing at their place here in Pearsall, it's going to be a tough game. They've got a really good running back, big old running back, and their quarterback does a good job executing. Sometimes that running back runs the Wildcat offense, and so, it's just they do a good job with the skills guys that they have. Their line is a big line. We've been saying that all year long.
That's kind of what you're saying.
Bigger than we are. We just got to kind of grind it out and play hard and do what we do.
That's right, Coach. Y'all doing a great job of doing what you do. Hey, let's go get another one tonight. Good luck.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, nice interview there with head coach Paul Gomez. And, listening to that, I'm not great in math, but 3 guys that nearly had 100 yards, that's like at least 300 yards rushing. I can see how we got to 5.
That's getting up there, right?
That sure is.
That is. The math works out on that. Of course, we talked about our math skills.
Yeah, especially our public math skills. So definitely. I also liked what he said. Pearsall's always going to kind of play Devine tough. In a lot of spaces, this is a rivalry game for the Mavericks. We got a little error message coming on the roadcaster there. Well, I tell you what, we're having all kinds of fun this morning.
All of a sudden, they wanted to shut us down.
Yeah, well, I don't blame it.
I'm sure there's plenty of people that want to shut us off, right?
Yeah, but, for the longest time, Devine was a rival for Pearsall.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they really get up to play the Warhorses, and it was good to hear Coach Gomez kind of talk about that. We got to be ready for this.
That's true. We kind of talked about that when we went to Carrizo.
Absolutely.
A lot of times, when you've been successful, and we're going to talk about how successful they've been when we get with Coach Taylor, but Jimbo, it's something like 21 or 22 years to the playoffs.
Oh, wow.
For the Warhorses. So, when you have that kind of, let's say, kind of put the target on your back, so to speak.
A little bit.
For the other teams in district to want to get out there and maybe play their best game against you. And I think that's Pearsall's kind of looking for their best game this week.
Absolutely. And we were just looking at the roster here. We counted up 17 sophomores or freshmen listed on the roster for the Mavericks.
That's right. So lots of youth on this team, lots of up-and-comers probably. So team that possibly could be reckoned with in the future. However, there's a lot of sophomores on this Warhorse football team.
There are. And a couple freshmen.
And a couple of freshmen. Well. So, Warhorse has got some depth there as well.
Absolutely. Well, we're trying to figure out what's going on here. It looks like the color guard's getting close to taking the field, but I think we haven't had any school songs or anything else. We don't have anybody.
I bet we got time to jump over there.
I think we do.
Coach Villa. Let's go hear about the defense.
Let's do it. All right, here is defensive coordinator, Coach George Villa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Down on the field with defensive coordinator George Villa. Coach Villa, hey, in the Bandera game, Tale of Two Cities, tough first half, great second half. What did your defense do in the second half to shut them down and shut them out?
Well, we thought that the first half we didn't come out with a lot of energy. We were really, really flat. We didn't have the same pep. We didn't have the same enthusiasm. We didn't have the same want-to that we had the week before in the Hondo game. So at halftime, we really didn't make any adjustments. It was just the adjustment of their attitude on the field and their effort and their want-to, basically. And we challenged them, and they rose to the challenge and pitched a shutout the second half.
That's a great job, Coach. Hey, we're down in Pearsall on the road, scrappy team, struggling team. What are they going to do tonight? What are you going to see from their offense? How are they going to attack you?
We're going to see a little bit of everything. We've seen too tight, nasty. We've seen empty sets. We've seen 2x1 sets. We've seen 2x2 sets, 3x1. We've seen it all from Pearsall, so we really don't know what we're going to get. So this week we prepared on just being able to get lined up, recognizing the set, know your read to the set, and then be aggressive on that read. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight.
We're going back to our keys.
Absolutely.
Trust the keys. And hey, game 9 of the year, we need to be trusting them by now.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Coach, great job in the win last week. Let's go get another one this week.
Thank you.
All right, you told me it was a little bit shorter than usual. I guess I didn't believe you. I was just paying attention to the music playing here, and all of a sudden I was like, hey, that's over with.
Yeah. Yeah, not very long with Coach Villa, but, talked about how they got a little fired up at halftime, talked about being a little more aggressive, trusting what they were seeing, and everybody, and Coach Gomez talked about, hey, the game plan is the game plan we want. Now let's just go and execute it. And then in the second half, my goodness, that defense really sold out and executed that defense. Like you said, a couple of picks, got the shutout, and just really shut down that Bandera offense.
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of good things. And, we talked to Coach Heath Poppy a little bit before we loaded up to come down here. He said, we don't really know. They could come out in offense A. They could come out in offense B. We really don't know. We're just going to wait and see. And, we're preparing for a little bit of everything.
Exactly. So there's not any telling what we're going to see offensively from these guys. We just know that, as we always hear from Coach Villa, we got to trust our keys. We're in week 8. We've had this many, or week 9.
Week 9.
We've had 8 weeks of learning our keys. Now we got to trust it, and now we got to react to it faster and be more aggressive.
Absolutely. So that covers the defensive end. Let's jump into offense. You got down, talked to offensive coordinator Evan Eads.
And what a great outing. How consistent can you be, Coach Jay? 22 points in the first, 22 points in the second, and then, like you said, I think it's 550 plus, actually, of total offense. It's a fantastic outing. So let's see what Coach Eads has to say.
All right, here's offensive coordinator Coach Evan Eads.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, out here on the field with offensive coordinator Evan Eads. Coach Eads, hey, super balanced scoring performance versus Bandera, as well as 500-plus yards, total low. What created that level of success throughout the game and consistency?
The boys were locked in. It was all about execution. We were lower than them. We ran our feet better than they did. The running backs, it was the best blocking night for them. Line always does a good job blocking, but the tight ends did great, and the boys were hungry. It was apparent.
That's awesome, Coach, and they were definitely hungry. That was a great performance. Okay, kind of a struggling Pearsall team, but we hear they do a lot of different things on defense. Any idea what you're going to see tonight?
We think we're going to get a nose guard, so we'll get an odd front. We don't know what they're going to do with their tackles and their ends, and we don't know where their safeties are going to be. We know they're going to be sound. We've seen on film that they're always sound. We just got to play harder than them for longer.
So what I'm hearing is poor Cannon's going to get to face another big old nose guard.
Cannon's got to be used to it by now. Absolutely.
Cannon has faced enough of them.
Yes.
Hey, Coach, let's keep the horses running, and let's go get a W tonight.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right, back here at Mack Laxson Field. Nice interview there with Coach Eads, and kind of keep the things going, keep it rolling, huh?
Absolutely, and Jimbo, we talk about Brady Pullen being a blocking quarterback, and he spoke right there about how good all the backs block. Of course, the line did an excellent job. He spoke to that. Coach Gomez spoke to that of just blowing up holes and moving people out of the way, but you got to go get that second level of blocking to get the big runs that we were getting, and to spring at Santos and down the sideline like he's been getting, and it takes a full team effort, and we're really starting to see that from the Warhorses.
Yeah, really are, and you would expect that from a young team. 8 games in, getting into game 9 here, so hopefully the Warhorses can continue to build on that. Now, the guy that we kind of left out last week, we never got around to it, is we didn't get to talk to Coach Taylor and the special teams.
We didn't, and feel bad about that, but got out there and we got to talk to him, and we got a little treat for y'all on the special teams. Maybe, I don't know.
All right, here we go. This is special team coordinator Coach Scott Taylor.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, out on the field with special teams coordinator Scott Taylor. Coach, tell us a little bit about the Bandera win. How do you feel like the specials did against Bandera?
It's easy to say. We good things, bad things. Once you get a breakdown of the film, the night of the game, I felt pretty good, other than the big kickoff return, that set up one of their scores. But that was just a kid not making a play, and that happens sometimes. But that kid's no longer on that special team, so that's why we coach too.
Yeah, that's right. And sometimes it works like that. You know what? Not just at this level either, right?
Right.
Okay, Coach. Here we are in Pearsall. We're on a Halloween weekend. So, does Pearsall have any tricks for you tonight, or do you have any special teams treats for Pearsall?
It is that trick-or-treat week. This late in the season, anything's possible. They have nothing to lose, so there's no telling. Over the years, there's always been something. They've either pooched up a kick on the opening kickoff and our front line freaks out, or they've run a fake punt where they shifted, and left exposed people and wanting us to either call a timeout or so. You never know, and we do have a couple of wrinkles tonight just because we want to start showing things for the playoffs, making teams in the playoffs start working. And
well, I guess it's time to make everybody start to do extra work, right?
Extra work, yeah. The more stuff you put on film, the more hey, they got to prepare for this fake. They do then, and so it's one of those times. The time of the year, start thinking about that. And so.
That's an interesting concept. I don't think people think about. Sometimes you put something on film just so they have to think about it. And you don't show things that you want to surprise people with. Yep. It's all cat and mouse game the whole time.
That's where the trick and treat this time of year is always fun, and it's nice to get to this time of year relatively healthy and start where you can start thinking about those playoff situations. And
absolutely,
this is going to be like our 21st year in a row or something like that, 20th or 21st year in a row. So it's going to be pretty nice.
Well, let's go get another W tonight.
Definitely.
Congratulations.
All right, Schmitty, we're back here. I was trying my best to listen to that Coach Taylor interview, but they've got the AC/DC cranked up down here.
Jimbo,
I couldn't hear anything.
I know it's World Series night, but there's no pitcher about to run onto this field, is there?
I don't know. I'll tell you
Holy cow.
I'm sitting there thinking, man, this is going to be a good interview. I can't wait to hear what Coach Taylor has to say, and I heard nothing.
Yeah, well, he just said that you always got to expect things. The interesting thing that he and I talked about right there, Jimbo, was putting stuff on film just so the playoff opponent has to work on something. You may have no intention of using it.
Gotcha.
But you're playing in a game that
put
you
it
hope
out there.
Yeah, put it out there and make them have to prepare for it. At least spend a little bit of their time looking at something. And you always have something in your back pocket that nobody's seen.
Absolutely. Well, we got the Warhorses in the tunnel here, waiting to come out. Apparently, we're waiting for Pearsall to get out onto the field. And maybe they're waiting for the entire song of AC/DC's Hell's Bells here to play. I don't know.
They've missed the best part, but hey, that's just me.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, I can actually hear myself think again.
Now we're gonna have to play the school song.
Well, we're gonna jump back out here to Matt. So, I'll tell you what, I think we're going to the national anthem a long time ago.
I'm telling you.
And now we're going to school songs, and then that's cool. I tell you what,
I feel like I've been screaming into this microphone for these people.
Absolutely. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll come back, have our national anthem, get some keys to the game, and get ready to get this one rolling. What do you think?
Sounds perfect.
All right, we'll be back.
State Farm agent Mark Kidd is here to help life go right. Mark and his trusty staff can help you and your family with all of your insurance needs. From auto, home, health, and life insurance to banking products and financial planning, Mark and his staff are there to help. Stop by the office at 700 West Hondo in Devine or call 830-665-2807. Visit on the web at www.markkid.com. Mark Kidd and State Farm, here to help life go right.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Royce Grain out of Hondo, Texas is your supplier of premium quality feeds, bagged and in bulk. Royce Grain provides corn, apple scent corn, protein pellets, specialty feed mixes, scratch, and wild bird seed. Call 210-844-4015 for ranch delivery or stop by Morales Feed Store or WOG Supply in Devine. Royce Grain, premium quality feeds.
MP Material Haulers is proud to be the septic tank service that their community trusts. You can call them at 210-289-5890 or find them online at www.septicsystemservicedivinetexas.com. MP Material Haulers, one-stop service for all of your septic needs.
Pocket you just got to put in there.
There's the Mavericks coming onto the field. And here come your Devine Warhorses onto the field. Welcome back, folks, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, is Lorenzo running? Oh, he's just walking fast. Okay.
He said don't make him run. Give him some time.
Warhorse is taking the field here, so we're getting close. We just never know. When we go on the road, we're never going to know exactly what the schedule is here. So we just kind of fly by the seat of our pants. But appreciate Coach Schmidt getting out on the field and talking with the coaches, getting that perspective for everybody at home. We'd much rather you guys hear from them than have to listen to us for 30 whole minutes. So that was a great job there. We're trying to get a couple of things adjusted here.
And who really wants to listen to us for 30 whole minutes?
That's exactly right. So
anyway.
All right. I think we're fixing to go national anthem.
We're about to go national anthem?
Remain standing. And gentlemen,
All right.
please remove your hats. Our colors are being presented by the Pearsall High School Air Force Junior ROTC.
All right, folks. We'll get the mic set up
And
here.
U.S. Flag Bearers Cadet Airman Basic Luis Suarez. Joining her at the Texas Flag Bearer Cadet Airman Basic Alexis Chavira. The Air Force Flag Bearer Cadet Airman Basic Carlos Ramirez.
There we go. All right, folks. We'll be back in a second. Here's the national anthem. All right, there, the Pearsall Maverick Band with the national anthem. And one of the longest drum rolls I've heard in a while there, Smitty.
Yeah, it was. That was one heck of an intro to it, but excellent job done by the Maverick Band.
And I'll tell you what, we needed every second of it as our microphone, our boom mic, was out of the battery. So we had a quick battery change there, and we're able to get to it.
That's right. And look at our guy on the field down there getting that color guard. And what a beautiful sight that is with the color guard out there and the junior ROTC program they have going on here.
Yeah, absolutely. Great night for football here. Great sunset out and about. So waiting for the color guard to exit the field before we can get things underway.
And there it is. What a nice job done by the color guard there, and also by our roving reporter, Lorenzo, and who I wonder, Jimbo, if we are about to get the old coin toss. We're becoming accustomed to the coin toss.
I think we are. Well, while we're waiting for that, let's jump into our keys to the game. Keys to the game brought to you by Brown Chevrolet. What do you got for us tonight, Schmitty?
Well, you know, Jimbo, listening to what the coaches talked about, obviously the keys to the game for Coach Villa is going to be to trust your keys.
Simple enough.
But, just like with any game, we one of the things we haven't talked about, we got a few banged up players out here. They're not quite as deep as we normally would be. So ball control, ball security is going to be at a high value, and then staying healthy. You want to get out here, you want to play hard. Obviously, they're going to play hard, but you need to stay healthy. And then, of course, we need to keep the laundry off the field. By the way, just a note, 0 flags on the Warhorses in the first half of that Bandera game, and 3 in the second half.
That would definitely be a season low for the Warhorses. And going in the playoffs, that's definitely what you want to be looking for there. There's the Warhorse captains coming out. That is going to be number 50, Cannon Ramirez, 68, Hayden Brummage, 20, Hayden Dubos, 17, Mason Martinez.
And we have 77, J.P. Elizondo, number 16. That looks like Antonio Ortiz. I believe that's number 2. Joaquin Harper, and Jimbo, the one on the far
14.
left. That 14, that would be no 14.
Oh, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm mistaken. That's easily the case.
Well,
so
it's been one of those weeks, Jimbo.
It is. Well,
it has.
I bet we'll find out here. Oh, it's just number 4, I think, Schmitty.
Oh, number 4. Hey, we do have a number 4. That's Isaiah Hernandez.
All right. Look at Lorenzo out in the middle of it all.
Oh, he's right there. I tell you what, no other program in South Texas has the roving reporter like we have Lorenzo getting down in there.
That is absolutely correct, and he loves every single minute of it.
Jimbo, I just think I had the Buddy Santos sighting.
Oh, Buddy Santos up the middle?
Buddy Santos up the middle is in the stands.
All right. Well, maybe we can talk to Buddy, maybe have him swing by during halftime a little bit.
We might have to. That way they don't have to listen to us.
Devine has won the toss, and they will be receiving here. They'll get the ball first. So we'll get to see the Devine offense that was so potent last week.
Well, and that is something that we've seen Coach Gomez go to all year long. It's pretty much been a staple, and if you watch college or pro football, the trend now is to play defense early and get that second half kickoff. But not Coach Gomez. His group wants to get that ball, and they want to go take that offense and attack you right off the bat.
Absolutely. We are glad you've joined us here on YouTube. We are about ready to get underway here at Mack Laxson Field here in Pearsall, Texas. Week number 9. I think I switched the microphone off over there, Smitty.
Okay, I'm just checking.
And I was wondering who Mack Laxson was. Coach Beatty sent it in. He was a World War II era casualty on January 31st, 1943. Served with honor in the United States Army Air Forces. Remembered by the people of Texas, may his positive example inspire us as global citizens. Well, there you go.
And look at that.
Appreciate that from Coach Beatty.
Coach Beatty, the roving reporter. You just never know where he's going to turn up.
We had the roving reporter, and looky there. There's our roving cameraman making the sprint off the field.
Making the sprint off the field. We got him there. I wonder if he got all the people covered this week so he doesn't get in trouble.
Who knows?
Hey, let's jump around.
It's been a busy week, that is for sure. All right, folks, we're about ready to get this one underway here at Mack Laxson Field.
We needed a picture of Dubos back there. He was jumping around for us. He's got his groove on. Got Hayden Dubos and Eden Santos back deep. Sammy Guardiola and Nate in the medium deep. We got Gabe and Mason Martinez is our second row, and then we got the regular front row boys, and looks like we are about underway.
We've also got Victor Rodriguez of the Mavericks ready to do the honors here. Victor is a freshman.
Jimbo, he's got red shoes. We can know him.
Absolutely. We are underway here. This ball is going to be kicked over towards Guardiola. He's going to let it go to Santos. Fields it at the 13.
Nice move.
Nice move there, straight up the middle. Ethan's still on his feet. And I think this is going to be a house call, Smitty. Ethan Santos,
and
stash for the dash.
Or the dash for the stash.
Dash
Whichever
for the
one
stash.
it is. I tell you what a smart move by Guardiola to let that ball go to the running back extraordinaire. 4 touches last week. He's going to start off with 1 on the first opening kickoff. Hello,
way to welcome everyone here.
Wah.
Ethan Santos with the early, 87-yard touchdown scamper on the kick return. Pretty good start for the Horses.
That's decent. I mean, if you'd like to score right off the bat.
I think most people will be all right with it.
Dubo's to do the honors for the Warhorses.
A little slow here, getting the ball ready to go for the kick. Looks like we've got it in, so here we go. Snap is good, kick is up. Kick is good. Warhorses 7-0 early, Schmitty.
Jimbo, that is about as good as you could start off a football game.
I think you're correct. We're going to take a quick commercial. We'll be right back. Glad you joined us tonight on YouTube. This is Warhorse Football.
The Grass Yard, a premium sod grower in South Texas, specializing in the sale and installation of sod. The Grass Yard also provides landscaping services along with tree sales and installation. Open to the public, visit them at 1484 South Highway 46 in New Braunfels or call 830-626-3444. The Grass Yard, from our backyard to yours.
Well, okay, now we're back here, Schmitty, at Mack Laxson Stadium. Warhorses with the quick 7-0 lead as Ethan Santos runs it back.
That's right. Looks like number 11, Luke Friesnon, going to do the kicking for the Warhorses, and they had a freshman kick it off. We're going to have a sophomore kick it off. So
let's see what Luke does here. He's kind of the specialist for a little pooch pop-up kick.
Yep, let's see.
This is going to be short. It's going to bounce.
Oh, that's number 2.
Number 2 for Pearsall. That is Joaquin Harper.
Yes,
and he's out past the 32, about the 32-yard line. That's where Pearsall will take over.
Jimbo, that looked like 8 out of those 11 Warhorses in there to make that stop on Harper. So Warhorse defense is going to take off. Coach Villa's defense, see what they got going on. We'll see what set we have coming from Pearsall this week.
Absolutely. We'll see what they come out in here. Coach Poppy, when we talked to him, thought we might see a little bit of spread. We will see. Quarterback looks like it's going to be number 6, Matthew Hughes, a junior. Joe Ramirez Jr. is going to be one of the backs in the backfield with Hughes.
Flag on the field.
Left side is going to be good yardage here. There is a flag down on the play.
I think we're going to get a little bit of a premature start.
That was Matthew Hughes with the carry. Number 5.
Oh, no, we're getting the offsides call.
Looks like it.
We're getting the offsides call.
And that is going to be a penalty against the Warhorses. So officials marking off where the yardage would be with the penalty. Pearsall coaching staff trying to figure out if they want to take the play or the penalty here.
The run. You want to turn that light on?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not able to really see this very well right now. Be a little different view for us. So different crew here. We've got a 5-man crew tonight instead of the 7.
Yeah, we've been running 7-man crews all year long. Kind of interesting that you get this deep down into it. Now you're going to have the smaller crew, but hey, you do what you got to do.
All right, so Pearsall's going to take the play. That's going to be first down, or be second down. It was a gain of about 7 here, so we got 2nd and 3.
Yeah, it makes sense. They gain 2 extra yards by taking the play.
Yeah.
Plus your back gets the yards that way.
Absolutely. So Hughes is going to come under center here. This is going to be a handoff up the middle. Not much doing there. Good job by the Warhorse defense. That's Joey Ramirez with the carry.
Looks like he's going to get right out to the 40-yard line. Jimbo, they're going to spot him just short. Yeah, they are going to spot him at 39, so that's a gain of maybe 1.
Maybe, yeah. Third down, still 3rd and 3 here. Great job by the Warhorse defense. So it's interesting. We're back up here with the coaches beside us. We've got a wall between us, but you can hear them talking about what they're in, trying to figure it out because we didn't really know coming into this.
No, lots of different sets going on.
All right, here come the Mavericks to the line. This is going to be a one-back set. That looks like Corbin Norris back behind Hughes. This is going to be a little Raider sweep. Number 8,
all over it.
Zachary and Zua, and he is going to be stopped. And maybe 1 yard gain, not much. Great job by the Warhorse D.
Great job by the Warhorses. They were all over that play. Maybe a yard pickup, so that's going to bring up 4th and 2. And if you're Pearsall, you've got to punt it out of there and try to make the Warhorses. Of course, after what I just saw Santos do, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Warhorses, though, being a little cautious here. Nate Ramirez now moving back.
Watch the fake, Bobby.
I was just going to say, Warhorses staying in their base deep for the most part. Nate's going to move back to field the punt. This is going to be a low line drive punt. It's going to hit at the 35-yard line. No chance for a return. It'll be down at the 30.
Yeah, that ball was about to take a Warhorse bounce back, and number 26, Kingston Martinez, did a great job of getting down there and stopping the ball because it was about to go backwards pretty hard.
Yeah, it was.
He had a lot of backspin on that line drive.
So it looks like the 29-yard line will mark the ball there. So that's where the Warhorses have it. First offensive play of the game here for the Horses. So let's see what senior Brady Hack brings to the table here. Double wing set for the Warhorses here.
Esquivel in motion. That's Dubose.
Dubose right side. And that'll be out to the 35-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6 on the play.
Nice job by the offensive line right off the bat. Open up the hole, getting a 6-yard gain. And, you know, we've talked about this. Probably ought to be a key of the game every week as well, Jimbo. And that would be staying in front of the chains.
Absolutely.
You know, and, you know, you get 6 yards on first down, you're definitely, with our math skills anyway.
That's for sure.
Staying ahead of the chains.
Hey, we got a couple early shout-outs here. We got Coach P.J. Wells texting in. Said give him a shout-out from Coach Wells. So, Coach Wells, appreciate that. Here come the Horses, 2nd down and 4. Pitch back. Dubose bobbles it a little bit. And he's up the middle out to the 40. That's going to be a first down for the Horses. Dubose is going to drive on out to the 42.
Sorry about the camera moving there in the corner for y'all. I kind of bumped it, trying to get it all lined back up. I think we got the scoreboard cam in there.
You know, Schmitty, the last couple of broadcasts, I felt like we kind of brought our A game. Tonight, I'm really struggling finding my A game. I think the fatigue of the week is starting to hit me a little bit, but we'll get going.
We may be in C or D mode right here, but the Warhorses seem to be in A mode.
Absolutely.
And that's what really matters.
All right, here come the Horses, 1st and 10, ball at the 42-yard line. Santos in motion, pitch back to him. He's going to cut back across the field out to the 50-yard line. He'll be brought down there. That'll be a gain of about 8, Schmitty.
Nice run by Santos on that. I was having a hard time concentrating on what you were saying, watching Hayden Dubose with the pancake block in the backfield over there, and then just laying on the young gentleman.
I saw
all the $175 that Dubose weighs, but he was still.
Yeah, absolutely. He was showing me one of them. He pancaked someone, and he kept running his feet. So he's laying on the guy, and he's moving his feet. And I'm like, well, I guess they tell you to keep driving there. Pitch back, Gabe Esquivel, left side here. Big hole up the middle, out past the 40-yard line, down to about the 37. Another big run by the Horses on
Jimbo,
second down there.
Did you see him drop that pad level and finish that run? There's, you know, Coach Eads talked to us about that early on, about finishing the runs falling forward, and man, he definitely moved that last little pile to safety and everybody. And, you know, you start doing that early on in the game, by the 4th quarter, they might not want to be getting in your way anymore.
Well, we talk about that all the time, how the first quarter 3-4 yard runs end up being 7 or 8 yard runs in the 4th quarter. Here come the Horses. 1st and 10. Dubose right up the middle. And that is going to be Hayden Dubose, touchdown.
Dubose. The line opened up one heck of a hole, and he just blew right through it. Jim, we could have driven a truck through that hole.
Absolutely. So I think the Warhorse coaching staff, that's the third or fourth run by Dubose. I think they finding something in the alignment there that they like.
I believe it.
And it doesn't take much for him to get through that and be gone.
No, and as we talked about, there's a couple of Warhorses on the sideline tonight that got some injuries in practice and in the game last week. That is wide right, no good. So 13-0.
13-0 with 6:41 left. We're going to step away. We'll be back in a minute. This is Warhorse Football.
Come see Warhorse and Arabian supporter Eric Smith at North Park Chevrolet for all your car buying needs. Located just down the road on U.S. Highway 90 in Castroville, North Park Chevrolet consistently ranks among the top Chevrolet stores in the state. With over 300 vehicles on the lot to choose from, Eric can help you find what you need. Contact Eric at 210-737-4786 or visit the website www.npchevy.com.
All right, we're back here. Warhorses with the early 13-0 lead, 6:41 left in the first. Dubose to do the kicking here. And this ball is going to be driven deep, caught at the 18-yard line.
That's number 8, Zachary Azuna.
Azuna with a nice return. He's going to get out past the, well, I thought 40. They're going to mark him down at the 39.
That's a good return and good coverage by the Horses. That's a little something different, Jimbo, is that deep kickoff right there. We haven't really seen that, but that's a nice mix of how are they going to kick it off, as we're talking about heading into the playoffs and what you want to show teams that you do.
Absolutely.
That's another good.
For.
Yep.
Got a text in here. Ernie Morales text in. He said that was a big hole. Wow. He said, great job, Fats, with PHAT. So Ernie texted in there, appreciating what his offensive lineman brethren did. This is going to be handoff up the middle. Nothing doing.
Look at that defensive line. They were all over that play. Cannon Ramirez, that's number 63, what's got the best hair in the school, George Signs.
Yeah, that was a carry by Corbin Norris. It went nowhere, maybe 1 yard gain, so out to the 40.
Jared Fernandez and Brummage down in there. They just doing the work in the trenches.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, of course, while they're clogging up the middle, getting some free reign for those linebackers to come flying in there and lay some knockout blows in.
Absolutely. All right, here comes Pearsall. This is, again, going to be handoff to Joey Ramirez, left side. He's got some room. He's got the corner there, and he is still in bounds. And Joey Ramirez is going to take that one to the house for the Mavericks.
Hey, Jimbo, that was a 64, 65-yard touchdown. I thought we had an angle on him to knock him out on the sideline, and he was a little bit quicker than I think we gave him credit for, and big score by Pearsall right there. Quick score.
So Mavericks on the board here. So Victor Rodriguez will be on to do the extra point for the Mavericks.
Attempting the extra point for the Pearsall Mavericks, number 80, Victor Rodriguez.
He's got the red shoes on.
Yep. Well, good snap, good hold. And Rodriguez's kick is up and good. So extra point will be good. It'll be 13-7. Warhorses on top. Still have 5:23 left to go on the first one. This might be a.
And once again, we got us a ball game in the first half, Jimbo.
We're going to step away. We'll be back in a minute. This is Warhorse Football.
Stop by Mag's Place in Devine, a proud supporter of Warhorse and Arabian Athletics. Mag's Place, a boutique shop featuring products from John Hart, Mud Pie, Simplified Soaps, Scent Chips, and many more. Located at 200 East College, stop by and visit anytime. Or give them a call, 830-663-8077. Stop by Image Matters in Devine for all your design and business needs. Offering an in-house custom artist, Image Matters handles a wide variety of products from spirit shirts and embroidery to the creation of signs and banners. Image Matters also carries a wide selection of awards, offering anything from ribbons and trophies to customized plaques. Located at 200 West Hondo, stop by and let Butch and Kim Cook and their 35 years of experience go to work for you.
All right, back here in Pearsall, Texas, and Mavericks with a big strike there. 13-7 here, Schmitty.
That's right. Hey, got some help up here in the booth today. We got some scores. Carrizo Springs is up 7-0 early over Crystal City. Bandera with the field goal up 3-0 over Hondo.
Hey, there you go.
So that's kind of an interesting score. And in a big district showdown to our neighbor to the north, Poth is leading Natalia 7-0 right now. So
big game there.
That is a big game.
That's probably the district championship on the line.
I think it is. I think Eric Smith texted me that was for the district championship.
All right, Victor Rodriguez is going to kind of pooch this one.
Ball's going out of
bounds. That looks like it's going to get out of bounds, and it does. It took a while to get there, but nice play by Sammy Guardiola to let that ball bounce.
It was, and I tell you what, I like seeing Sammy close the distance on that ball because the Pearsall player, that was number 12, Corbin Norris, he was getting close to that ball in a hurry, and like we talked about, it's not like the round ball we're coaching where it just keeps going the direction it's going. That one can change direction at the drop of a hat.
Absolutely. And that ball did take a big hop right before it got to the sideline, so a little worried about that one. Another text just coming in. We got from CW Carr. CW texted in saying he appreciates the job that we're doing and that he likes to tune in. I saw his dad today. I went to a visitation and saw Bill there, and he said that he listens every weekend and loves to watch the games. Able to watch football and some volleyball games, both his grandkiddos.
That's awesome. Okay, got a text in here from Coach Beatty, and as he's always writing the articles, he said Pearsall had over 300 yards versus Hondo. So we need to watch out for this offense. They can move the ball.
All right, here come the horses. They're going to take the ball at the 30 after the penalty. It's going to be Santos on the tackle trap.
Oh, nice cutback.
Nice cutback there past the 35. Again, gain of around 6 on first down.
Good job by the big man opening up that hole.
Bringing up second and about 4.
Again, Jimbo, that's a 6-yard gain. We're in front of the chains. You got to like what the horses' line is doing. You know, what are we? A little over halfway, 3/4 away through the first quarter.
Yeah, as we go under 5 minutes.
The horses' line is just owning the line of scrimmage.
Here comes pitch back to Dubose, and he is going to be out past the 40. That's good for a first down. Brought down at the 42.
Nice job. It looked like he had a hole there and meant that he was going to get going again like he did when he broke it for the touchdown. Closed up in a hurry. Number 77, J.P. Elizondo closing that hole and making the stop. But another good run by Dubose.
Again, Warhorses staying in front of the chains here. Love to see that. Peyton Carr is going to be split to the close side here towards us. Double wing, Esquivel there on motion. That's to Dubose. He's going to gain 1 there. That got blown up pretty early.
That did. John Lopez, nose guard, I believe. He's a defensive tackle there that blew that play up for Pearsall. You know, we talked about number 63. That's Landon Hernandez. He's a sophomore, and that's who Cannon Ramirez has to go with. And Coach Each told me Cannon Ramirez gets a nose guard every game. Everybody lines a nose guard up against poor old Cannon.
Yeah, no, Cannon holds his own there.
And he does. He does a great job.
Esquivel coming left side. He's got a crease there, and he is out past the 50-yard line into Pearsall territory. Brought down at the 49. We do have a flag. Well, we've got a official coming in on the far side.
There is a flag back there at the thrown in the backfield.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
I tell you what, Jimbo, okay, this will show my age, but if we had the old Earl Campbell tearaway jersey, Gabe is gone.
Yeah.
Gabe is gone right there.
Absolutely.
Well, we don't have that jersey. Earl must have gone through, 20, 30 jerseys a game, something like that?
I know there was a highlight video that Coach Rick Stewart made for us back in the day, and it had several Earl Campbell runs on it. And that dude, one run, he just looked for guys to run over. He didn't try to run past anyone. He just wanted to run over people.
He did that, and that was a lot of man coming at you.
Penalty is going to be a hold against the Warhorses. So the Warhorses will lose some yardage here. So officials getting it together.
So with that taking place right at the line of scrimmage, it's going to be the 10 yards, holding being a spot foul.
I'm looking out here, and I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Maybe you can with Lorenzo's here. A little fog rolling in. I can't tell if that's fog,
Jimbo,
or if that's the smoke from all the sausage wraps.
That's the sausage wrap smoke. Can't you smell it?
I can. Ethan Santos right side trying to get the corner, and he's going to be run out of bounds. He's going to get all the penalty yardage back plus some more.
That was a nice run. Nice job sealing that corner for Santos to turn it around. He was only one player away from making the move.
Takes it out to the 49. Yeah, I'm wondering if Congressman Gonzalez is around, if all these sausage wraps are out
Well, I
here.
don't know, but he'll take yours if you don't watch out,
sure,
Jimbo.
I'm sure he will.
I'll tell you what, though, I joke about that. Yeah, there's a little – we haven't TVs at the school, and they've been doing some deals. They blindfolded you and I, and we had to do a candy taste test.
Yeah,
Jimbo.
we did. We did pretty good on it.
Well, we did. What does that say about us? I think not good.
Santos right side on the tackle trap. Out past the 40. He'll be brought down after a gain of about 15 there.
Excellent job picking his way through the traffic and getting out there, getting the ball inside the 40-yard line. The Mavericks, as we tick down to 3 minutes.
I tell you what, yeah, the blind candy test, I was really worried we were going to get those jelly beans that have those crazy flavors, but the kids are nice to us.
Hey, they were. I thought we were going to get like the Hogwarts candy. That could have been bad.
Motion by Esquivel. This is going to be handoff Dubose, and he is trying to get outside, and not much doing there. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
Number 20, Dubose.
Yeah, that made the TV there in the multi-purpose room. So
that it did. Hey, Jimbo, I just got a text that said we're on in Wyoming on the big screen.
All right.
Got the kiddos from the Noodle.
Okay.
Watching us out there in Wyoming, so I hope they're staying warm.
I hope so. I know they had their first snowfall a couple weeks ago. Santos right side trying to get outside, and he is going to be aided along by Dubose there. Flag comes in, and let's see what this is going to be about.
Santos tackled by Mavericks, but we do have
I'm sure the Wyomingians love to see Hayden Dubose get in the end zone there.
Oh, absolutely.
So let's see, another penalty flag. This looks like it's going to be against the Warhorses. So officials getting together, which we've seen a lot of this year.
And I knew it. I started to not say that. I started to not say 0 in the first half. I really did. So the announcer's jinx is all there.
Absolutely.
That's
the only thing we're good at up here.
Oh, we excel at this one. Wow.
Yeah. So another hold against the Warhorses, so that's going to cost them 10 more yards.
Just after we were talking about how great our line's doing and blowing people up, and then we get a couple of those big holds. And, you know, right now we're up. And it's not as big a deal. Coaches are not happy about it, obviously. But as we move into the playoffs, those are mistakes that you just can't have.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that 100%. All right, this is going to be Hack looking to throw. And this is going to be for Santos. That's the catch. And Ethan Santos is going to take that to the end zone. Santos showing his versatility here by a nice dime by Hack.
That was a heck of a call by Coach Eads and Coach Gomez to run that little go route for Santos. Looks like we're going to go for 2 after missing the PAT, but what a great throw and catch. Excellent job by the line to give him the time he needed to lay that out there, and, Coach, you hit the nail on the head. That was a dime.
That was great patience by Brady Hack. Plenty of time from that offensive line. Put it on the money. Pitch back to Santos right side, and he is going to be in. Walk-in 2-point conversion there, so the Warhorses take the 21-7 lead.
Any line dominance there? There wasn't a green shirt within 4 yards of him.
Absolutely. Warhorse is back up by 2 scores. We'll be back here in a minute. Appreciate you joining us tonight here on the YouTube. We'll be back in a second.
Stop by Image Matters in Devine for all your design and business needs. Offering an in-house custom artist, Image Matters handles a wide variety of products from spirit shirts and embroidery to the creation of signs and banners. Image Matters also carries a wide selection of awards, offering anything from ribbons and trophies to customized plaques. Located at 200 West Hondo, stop by and let Butch and Kim Cook and their 35 years of experience go to work for you.
Snoring and sleep apnea wreak havoc on everyone's sleep. Solutions include surgery or a special mask with hoses and air compressor. Sound like a good night's sleep to you? There is another way, a custom dental device from Dr. Drake's Sleep Solutions. Just slip it in each night. No surgery and no mask. The comfortable and out-of-sight way to end the snoring. Restore the joy of a good night's sleep.
All right, back here, Mack Laxson Field in Pearsall, Texas. Warhorse is up 21-7. We haven't even got out in the first quarter yet. 2 minutes left, just under 2 minutes left here. This is going to be a short kick. It's going to be fair caught.
That was Sebastian Talamantes fair catching that ball, and they're going to start about at the 38, 39-yard line again. That seems to be their spot.
Yeah, the official now talking to our roving cameraman down there. During the play, Lorenzo was standing right by the official talking to him. It's hard to believe.
I can't hardly believe that.
Oh, all right. Well, let's see. Possession number 3 here for the Mavericks. Let's see how it goes. Last possession, big play. Let's see what the Warhorse defense has for adjustments to that. Matthew Hughes is going to be under center again as the quarterback. This is pitch back. That's to Norris.
Oh,
met in the backfield by Mason Martinez. Big loss on the play.
That was Baba Booey.
Baba Booey for sure.
By Mason Martinez as he stepped up in that hole and said, "No, sir. Backwards is the direction you will be going, young man."
Big play on first down for the D. That's going to be a loss of 3. So 2nd down and 13 upcoming for the Mavericks. Hey, I got a text in early. I haven't talked about it yet. We'll get to it after this play. This one's an interesting shout out. Looking to throw here are the Mavericks. This ball is going to be down the middle, incomplete. That is intended for 81, Tristan Ellis.
Good coverage by Nate Ramirez out there. And that ball was a good 5 yards over both of their heads. So,
yep. I got a text in from Ramiro Balderrama. He's in Boston. He said he's fixing to watch the Warhorses on YouTube from Boston. Wanted to tell us how much he enjoys listening and watching every week. I'm not sure if he's got World Series plans up there or not, or if he just happens to be in town, but that's pretty awesome.
That is.
So, Ramiro, we appreciate you watching tonight and every week. Less than a minute here. Man, this has been a long first quarter. Tight formation, motion coming by Norris. Looking to throw. This is going to go over the middle. That ball's incomplete. That was nearly picked off by the Warhorses by, who was that, 24? Brandon Martinez, it looks like.
Yeah, that's Brandon Martinez. And was that Nate again in the mix of that? Knocking that free.
Flag down on the far side.
Coach Gomez looks like he is declining this penalty. So I'm guessing a hold maybe?
I think that's what they indicated. Yep, it is going to be a hold against Pearsall, and Coach Gomez has said he will decline that. That will bring up 4th down and 13 for the Mavericks.
On the offense, the penalty is declined.
Ooh, that's rough on the ears right there.
It is. Nothing like the speakers being right there by us.
Yep.
So 4th down, punt team on for the Mavericks.
Nate Ramirez back for the Warhorses. Bobby's yelling, "Watch the fake." That's
that
over
ball
his
is
head.
over his head. Warhorses are in hot pursuit, and that young man just kicked that one out of the back of the end zone. That's a smart play by the Mavericks.
That was a smart play. Taking the safety by kicking it out of the back of the end zone. Now, we got a flag on the play. I'm not sure what the flag is about.
Well, I wonder if you can't kick the ball backwards. Intentionally. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. I have no idea on this one. But I guess what should be said is that's a smart play because kicking the ball out of the back of the end zone, you give up 2 points on the safety.
That is an interesting play because you can step out of the back of the end zone intentionally.
Yeah.
And that's not a penalty.
There's Lorenzo getting in the middle of it, and officials talking about some things. So one thing that's good is the officials are mic'd, so hopefully we'll get an explanation here.
The ball was kicked out of the end zone, thereby it is a safety.
Okay, so apparently no flag on the play. Just going to be a safety as the ball was kicked out of the back of the end zone. But smart play by the Mavericks there. You give up 2 points on the safety. If the punter gets tackled at the 5 or the 4, that's where the Warhorses get the ball. So really heads-up play by that young man.
It really was, and it gives a 2-point conversion to the Warhorses. Now, Pearsall is going to have to kick it from back at their 20-yard line.
Absolutely.
So the Warhorses still going to come out of this with excellent field position anyway.
Let's see, I've got a couple of texts coming in. Let's see what we've got. Let's see, Ernie Morales says he's still in love with that big gaping hole that the offensive line is making. He said, wow. He said, I'm watching, and I said, wow, before the back even got the ball and hit the hole. So,
yeah,
awesome to see that.
Somebody, it sounds like he knows where to be looking, too.
I think so, yeah. He's lived in those trenches before.
I was going to say, he's put a mile or two in those trenches.
Yeah.
45 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and Warhorse is dominating 23-7.
Looks like we're trying to get everything figured out on where exactly this free kick's going to take place.
You know, Jimbo, as fast as the officials were last week in getting everybody out of the huddle on these scores and stuff like that, this group seems to be out for a Friday stroll.
Yeah.
And they are in no great hurry.
Well, it's not helping us that 30 points have been scored in the first quarter either. That's kind of slowed us down.
It has. But they will kick off from the 20. Warhorse's first line of players will be at the 30-yard line, and we have the rest of the horse team. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need one more out there.
And here comes number 30. I believe that's Seth DeLeon. I have him in class.
Yeah.
Good to see Seth getting out on the field.
That's right. Let's see. Now the Warhorses kind of spread out into their normal set. Big gap between the second line and the third line. I was expecting him to really kick it off. This is a different kicker, Jimbo.
Yeah, this is Isaiah Hernandez. He's going to kick this one high.
And he does have a good leg.
And deep. That is going to be fielded at the 35-yard line. That's Sammy Guardiola out to the 50-yard line into Pearsall territory.
That was a nice return by Guardiola. Was that about 17-yard return, and the Warhorses will start their fourth offensive possession inside Pearsall territory at the 49-yard line. So, you know, with the exception of the one play, the Warhorses have just been dominant in this first quarter.
Absolutely. Let's see. We are getting all kinds of stuff in here. I think we've got a watch party going on. I've got to be able to find the text, though. Seem to have lost it.
Well, there's all kinds of interesting stuff coming through.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Horses. Straight up the middle. That's Hack. Quarterback keep out to the 40-yard line.
That's going to be a good 9-yard gain.
Let's see. They went to stop the clock, but I thought maybe there was a flag, but they're going to say no flag, play on.
So that's going to be the last play of the first quarter.
All right. Well, let's run a few commercials here. We'll be back in a second. We'll get some shout-outs in. Appreciate everybody joining us tonight here on YouTube. This is Warhorse Football.
Chaparral Ford is proud to be a sponsor of this year's Warhorse and Arabian Athletic Program. Chaparral Ford has been serving Devine and its citizens for over 35 years. For more information, visit the website at www.chaparralford.com or go to the Devine establishment located at 102 County Road 773. Chaparral Ford, the experience is worth the drive.
It's so hot.
Try wearing this number for over 100 years.
Ah!
I'm getting the vapors.
You should call the AC guys.
Okay, but which ones?
The AC guys.
Which ones?
The AC
The AC Guys are proud supporters of your Devine Warhorses and Arabians athletic teams and are a local family-owned business that caters to all your residential and light commercial needs.
Who are you gonna call?
The AC Guys!
All right, we're back here. Warhorse, not Warhorse Stadium, Mack Laxson Field. Good shot there by Lorenzo, the roving cameraman, as the Warhorses come out of the first quarter break.
Working hard.
Hey, I like the direction they're going this time. From where I'm sitting in our little cubby here, they're going to the open side of the field for me. Now they're going into the corner for you, aren't they?
Yeah, this is going to be a little more difficult for me here. But luckily, we like each other and get along okay. So this is going to be
direct snap to Santos
out of the Wildcat here. Nice block as he's got the corner. He's going to be brought down at the 10-yard line, inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, he's going to spot him. Looks like they're going down to the 9, Jimbo, just inside the 10, as you said. But what an interesting play, the direct snap to Santos, get him the ball right off the bat. And, again, some things to put on film for other people to see. You just never know.
Absolutely, and nice play, a little wrinkle there to the offense, something we haven't seen much this year.
No, we haven't seen much of that this year. Hack coming back.
Good start to the second quarter for the Horses. Here they come up to the line of scrimmage quick. Pitch back Santos right side, and he is going to be in for the Warhorse touchdown.
He was not touched, and once again, Dubose with a pancake in the backfield. Look at that. Look at those pictures from our roving reporter.
I'm telling you what, man. We might have to get him out to the concession stand again, just because I'm really craving a sausage wrap tonight.
It's the smoke is in the air, Jimbo. The smoke is in the air.
I think that's what it is. All right, let's see. The Warhorses are going to go try to kick this one as Dubose stays on. Hack will be the holder. Good snap, good hold, and wide left this time, it looks like.
So, not good. You know, hopefully, I don't know what the status of Hanson is. Hanson was kicking well for the Horses early on. Hopefully, he'll be able to come back in the next week or so, along with a couple other ones that are down. You know, we had a couple of injuries in practice this week, but the coaches tell me, you know, probably nothing major, that we should get them back next week.
That would be great. Yeah, you definitely don't want to see kids miss time, especially late in the season here, and want them to get those reps for the playoffs. So there's some flag runners there for the for the stands. Yeah.
Would you have that camera on?
No, I missed it.
That's all right.
That's okay.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah. Bear with us, folks.
Yeah. Like we said, we're waking up here a little bit.
Bear with us. Jimbo is in week 2 of basketball practice, and you're going to start scrimmages next week.
Yeah, we got a scrimmage coming up Monday. In fact, that's one of the texts I got a while ago, was telling me about the game time change for the scrimmage. So any Arabian basketball players going to the scrimmage, what I told you at practice today is no longer accurate. It looks like we're going to play at 4:30.
Oh, hello.
5:30 instead of 5:30 and 6:30. Going to Bandera. Got a scrimmage with Bandera and Hondo. So
that'll be nice.
Be great to get out and get things going. Volleyball kids have had a whopping 3 practices. So that's always how it works at this time of the year.
That is. Luke freezing on with that pooch kick, number 21.
That ball is loose. Warhorses have a chance for it, and I think they got it here. Let's see. Although Coach Gomez is
not very happy.
Pleading with the
line judge?
Well, I think what happened is the front row signaled for a fair catch, did not catch the ball, but I'm wondering if the dreaded inadvertent whistle came out, thinking that the play should have been
Jimbo,
dead.
that could be it. Coach Gomez is clearly a little upset over this one, and you know they've had a couple of plays with the inadvertent whistle. Now, we don't know if that's exactly what happened here, but, you know, that's a toughie right there.
Absolutely. So I don't know what exactly the call is going to be. The officials getting together. Warhorses did recover the ball.
They did. They did recover the ball. It'd be interesting to see what they do if they let it go on. And, you know, it's hard to get upset with the officials for the early whistle. They're trying to protect the kids. Kickoffs and punts, some of those fast plays like that are where you get the biggest injuries. And so, But still, it hurts when it costs you a turnover like that.
Yeah. There it is. Inadvertent whistle, and we're going to re-kick here.
Oh, my goodness. And once again, and that's why Coach Gomez is upset. You did what you were supposed to do.
Absolutely.
And then executed. You work with these kids all the time to execute. They execute, and then they feel like they get punished right here because they don't get the benefit of the recovery.
So we're going to do what they call a replay here, I guess. We see this in volleyball all the time when we do the volleyball broadcast. And speaking of volleyball, Arabian Volleyball district champions.
That's
year
right.
number 6 in a row. Coach Leanne McIver, congratulations to her and her staff and the girls.
And they are starting their playoff run on Tuesday.
They will be traveling to Dilley to face Carrizo Springs. That's going to be a 6 o'clock game now. All right, here we go. Kick is going to be handled this time.
That was number 21.
Yep, Sean Rivera was able to handle that one on the Duver. Yeah, was going to be a 7 o'clock game for volleyball. Apparently there's a doubleheader there now. Arabians play at 6 o'clock. So an early tip, or an early first serve, I guess, for the Arabians, but they will be ready to go.
Hey, and it's Dilley, Texas. Not that far. Let's get out there. Let's support the Arabians and cheer them on as they start their playoff run.
All right, here comes the ball flying over to the Warhorse sideline.
Cheerleaders were not ready to make that catch.
I think that was Hayden Dubose that made that pass over. Anyway. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks. They're going to go with a reverse there. Handoff number 8, Zachary and Zuna. Zua. Loss of 2 on the play.
Loss of 2, puts the ball back on the 40-yard line. Nice job by the Warhorse defense. And if you look out there, there's some different people on that line. They've got a different defensive line set up out there. Corey Dirks is in right now. Fobbles in there. We still got Big George Signs. Who's that? Number 20, Hayden Dubose playing on the end over
defensive
there.
Defensive end, yep.
So the Warhorses taking advantage of this. We're going with that reverse again.
Warhorses haven't played well there. Turned inside by Dubose.
That was a nice job.
By Sammy, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Sammy was out there on the corner and did a good job of not giving up the outside, turning that ball back into where he had help, and there was his teammates waiting. The ball gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the original line of scrimmage. So when you get a reverse and you get 2 or 3 yards off it, I think that's a win for the defense there. So speaking to what Coach Poppy told us, be ready for anything.
Yeah, and we're seeing it now. They're in the nasty set up here.
And here comes a handoff coming outside. This is going to be played well by the Warhorses initially. Out of bounds is number 5. That is Joey Ramirez.
Boy, that was Gabe Esquivel and Luke Friesenheim were all over him. Ethan Santos there as well. Brandon Martinez there as well. You know, one thing about this Warhorse team is there's not just one Warhorse getting to the ball.
Absolutely not. They're flying to the ball tonight. So it's great to see from this Warhorse defense. Coach Wells is texting in, giving us a little grief here. And Mr. Bird's texting in, giving us some grief. And we just have the peanut gallery rolling tonight,
I'm telling you, we do. We've got them all out there giving us some grief. But we can't help it. That's all we can see is gaping holes. We're looking for that down the middle of the lane for a dunk, but I haven't seen anybody that can do that yet.
Absolutely.
Oh, wrong
not.
Sport.
All right, high snap again. Here come the Horses. That is going to be punted out to the 35-yard line. Takes a little bit of a Warhorse bounce there. Warhorse is going to get it at the 37-yard line.
And Poth has scored once again. They go up 14-0 over Natalia. So we're 8.5 minutes to go in the first half over there. So they are got their hands full, does Natalia.
Sounds like it. All right, Warhorses take over here at the 37-yard line, up 29-7 here, 9:48 left to go in the first half.
Boy, in the Zavala County grudge match down there, the Wildcats really have the upper hand, 30-0 over Crystal City in the first half.
You know, you never know. That's one of those Devine Hondo games. You never know what that game might entail. Looks like the Wildcats getting the best of the Javelinas right now. Dubo's in motion. Looks like the Warhorses are going to throw. This is going to be Aiden Zapata, a little wide receiver screen. And he makes a man miss. And he'll be brought down at the 39-yard line. Nice wrinkle there for the Warhorses.
Well, we're on the scoring situation. We had 3-3 in the Hondo Bandera game with 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Kind of an interesting score for small school football. Not often do these teams have kickers like that to kick field goals for the 3-3.
Is that game being played in Bandera or at Hondo? Do we know? In Hondo? That's a lot of balls going into the trees up there. You might have to look out for with those oak trees there at Berryfield. Trips to the left for the Horses. This is going to be Hack, quarterback keep. He will be out to the 32-yard line. Nice run by Hack on first down.
Somerset 14, Pleasanton 13. What a score there, Jimbo. And that game is at halftime.
I'll have to adjust my chair here as the Warhorses are moving to our right.
They are. And you're right. We are getting some text in here from the Peanut Gallery over there. But, hey, it is what it is. So sometimes we say things and they just come out not quite right.
Yeah, it's been a long week, guys.
Bernie is putting it on Lavernia 38-6.
But we're happy to be here with you guys at Pearsall with the Warhorses playing here. 8:22 left in the first. This play is going to be blown dead. Looks like a false start on the Horses.
Wow. Yeah, Jimbo, I guess when Santos went in motion, somebody else thought they were supposed to go in motion too, and
they only let that happen in Canadian football.
And you can run towards the line of scrimmage there too. And more importantly, there's a 51, 2, 3, 4, and 5-yard line.
Yes. It's been a while since we've had the ball on the 51, but as Coach Beatty can attest, we've been there a time or two in Warhorse football.
Tonight's the night where that one could happen, Jimbo.
Absolutely. 8 minutes, 19 seconds. Second down and long. This is going to be Santos right side, and he is going to be hit. Stays on his feet, trying to reverse field, and he will be out of bounds. Some fancy footwork there by the stash as he gets inside the 30. First down for the Horses. Move the chains there. Hey, we've got a first down sponsor coming on board for next week, it sounds like.
That's what I hear.
We'll put something together there, and every first down we'll try to get something run.
Apparently, Jimbo, that'll be good because the less we say, the better. I mean, because we've had a nasty set by Pearsall and some gaping holes opened up by the Warhorse line. So we need somebody else to speak on this broadcast tonight.
Apparently so. All right, here we go. Trips for the Warhorses. Hack looking to throw. This is going to be to Santos on a little receiver screen. He's going to bounce it outside and then be hit at the 21-yard line there. Gain of about 5 on the play.
Looked like he had a little more space out there to the left to keep going, but thought he had some room on the inside. And
we might have to make a slight adjustment to our scoreboard camera here in a second.
Has it made an adjustment? Oh, it has made an adjustment.
Moved on us a little, but that's okay.
Like everything else in this
evening.
How's that?
That'll work.
Crystal City Javelinas 0.
All right, second down and 4 here. Hack in the gun. This is going to be a keep for Hack. He will be down to the 15-yard line where he takes or 20-yard line. Took a pretty good shot, though.
He did, and I tell you what, Jimbo, I don't know if you saw that referee throw that flag in there from the sideline, but that flag just went 25 yards in the air.
Oh, that reminds me of a story Lewis Stroud told me one time. They told him when he was starting out at the officiating, they said, hey, you need to throw the flag at the player that commits the foul. So his first flag he throws about 25 yards, and it hits the guy right between the eyes, right between the bars of the face mask. And they said, well, don't throw it at his face.
Let's not throw it there, right?
Yeah. How about the general vicinity? Let's see what's going on here. Officials looking back towards the Warhorses when they're going to mark off yardage. That's not good.
No, not good at all.
Another hold on the Warhorses. So that will cost them 10 yards. Makes it second down and about 14. Warhorses sticking with the trips look on this drive. Trips right. Hack's looking to throw. He's going to throw back left. This is a screen to Dubose. Lots of green grass there. And Dubose is going to be ridden out of bounds there at the 3-yard line.
Down to the 3. Great job by Dubose. Had lots of those linemen out there on that screen leading the way, but needed about 3 more.
Yeah, nice play there by the Warhorses. 1st and goal upcoming.
Quick up to the line of horses, back to Santos, and another gaping hole that he squeezes through, or I guess just walks through.
Another touchdown for Ethan Santos and the Devine Warhorses. That's going to push the score up to 35-7.
Santos going to try to top last week, Jimbo?
Looks like he's off to a pretty good start there,
I'm
Schmitty.
thinking so.
Here comes the kicking tee on.
But Hayden Dubose is running off, so we have somebody. Hack is going to kick.
Looks like Hack's going to do the kicking here.
We've got Sammy Guardiola is going to be the holder, and Hack's going to be the kicker. Well, heck, we're going to find one that works here. Why not? Hack's done everything else for him.
Why not? And the kick is going to be up and a little short.
Extra point is blocked. No good.
Oh, they called it blocked.
Apparently they got a hand on that. Okay.
Okay, I guess it was blocked then.
All right. Well, we're going to step away real quick. Warhorses firmly in control here at 35-7. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hungry? If so, stop by RJ's, a family-owned and operated business since 2019 where all food is made to order. RJ's proudly supports the Warhorses, Arabians, Colts, and Fillies. Open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7. Stop by at 205 State Highway 132 North in Devine or call 830-521-9967. RJ's. Stay hungry, my friends.
A Bushel and a Peck is a Christian-based gift shop offering a variety of unique, affordable Christian faith-based inspirational items like jewelry, home decor, clothing, and candles, with a large section of Bibles and books. They are located on 516 North Teal and open from Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 6. Find them on Facebook or call at 830-663-8144. A Bushel and a Peck. Gifts from the heart.
Tell you what, Schmitty, it is all kinds of interesting tonight. One of our batteries is giving us some grief, so we're fixing to make a battery switch.
Yeah.
It's like it's been a long week for the equipment, too.
You know,
spent most of the week in the back of my truck.
You know, it's one of those nights just, that ball is not going to make it 10 yards. Oh!
And there's going to be a flag there.
And Dubose knew they were coming as soon as he did it. He's just like, I know.
Fair catch made by number 21,
Yeah.
Sean Rivera.
That was a very late fair catch call, and Dubose was right there. It looked worse than what it really was because he jumped up in the air, but
Hayden just happened to be in the wrong place, wrong time.
I think that happens to Hayden quite often.
It really does, or so he claims.
Well, I think that's been going on since grade school.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to be around, and that's for sure. So that's going to cost the Warhorses 15. I know this is the Warhorses are up big right now, but the Warhorse coaching staff is not happy about the number of penalties in this game so far.
First time on ball.
That's right. That's the kind of thing that Coach Gomez doesn't want to get started going into the playoffs. You want to keep the games clean. You want to be getting cleaner and cleaner in these games.
Absolutely.
Not with more laundry going out on the field and everything.
Hughes with the keep here. Well played by the Warhorse defense. Maybe a gain of 1. All right. Looks like we got our camera switched out. I know what happened now. I didn't switch the battery. I charged the battery, but I didn't switch it out. So we had to put the big battery on there for Matt. So he should be good to go now for a while.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. It's always good to have the big battery in.
It is. All right. Here we go. 2nd down and 9. Pearsall with the ball at the 34-yard line. Pearsall looking to throw. And this is going to be over the middle. And that is going to be caught by Norris, number 12. Corbin Norris will be brought down there. Looked like that could have been some big yardage there, Smitty, but a good job by the Warhorse D.
I tell you what, Corey Dirt came up from behind, made a great tackle from running from the line spot up there to get the stop. And, not really sure what the back was thinking right there. He should have just kept going forward and decided to try to cut it back, and there was nothing there to cut back to.
No, there was not. All right, 3rd down and about 5 here for the Mavericks. Pitch back left side, flag down on the play. Number 5, Joey Ramirez, brought down short of the line to gain, but let's see what the flag is here, Schmitty.
That flag is not in the neutral zone violation, is it?
Well, they're coming in and discussing it. Let's see. Clayton Morris texting in here.
Offsides.
Offsides against the Warhorses.
Looks like we're going to have an offsides. And that's what we're talking about. Not you just don't want to be making these mistakes. I know you're up big in this game.
Absolutely.
But you've got to be more sound and more solid in your defense and in your preparation mentally. Go ahead, Clayton Morris. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Clayton Morris texting in. He says, don't worry, fellas. Sounds top-notch coverage to me, so we appreciate that. He said just having the scoreboard in frame is his favorite aspect. So how about that? All right, keep up the great work. We appreciate that, Clayton. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. George Morales says Devine needs Richard Morales to kick field goals. We've talked about that before. Richard, class of 93, had I think he might have the record for longest field goal here by the Warhorses. And then a college buddy of mine, Stephen C. Boyer, he's tuned in. He said to say hello. Going to reset the clock here to 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Penalty is going to give the Mavericks a 1st down, as it was a 3rd and 5.
5-yard penalty, 1st down.
Hey, here it is. Brandy Knox texting in. They're having a watch party. We'll get to more of this in a second after this play. Pressure coming. Nate Ramirez is going to get there. That's going to be a sack. Huge loss on the play.
Nate Ramirez coming off the left side over there. Great job. And Big George Signs right there to help him if he needed it. But Nate didn't need any help.
Nate with the play, and like you said, George was there with the hair ready to finish him off. We've got Brandy Knox saying that they're having a watch party. Shout out to Luke Friesenheim, Brady Hack, Hayden Brummage, and Colt Hackabill, and the rest of the Warhorses, and Baba Booey. Apropos after that play.
Right after that play. That's good timing, Jimbo. That's what it's all about, is the timing. Timing is everything.
Absolutely.
No matter.
I'm going to take credit for that. That was pure happenstance. All right, here we go. 2nd down and long for Pearsall. Handoff to the right side, a little Raider sweep. I'm going to get the corner. Again, Warhorses, though, shut it down after a gain of about 2.
Boy, Nate and Guardiola over there to stop that run. Great job by them. Nate's been all over the field.
Now that was number 8, Zachary Nzua with the carry. We've got another one here. Shout out to Hayden B. And Go Bubba, Luke F. and Colt H. And, of course, Brady H. Rockstar Go Horses. That's from Courtney Oliver. Used to be Courtney Lorraine. So, Courtney, appreciate you sending that one in as well. So, here we go. 3rd down and about 20 for the Mavericks. Trips right, 2 receivers left. This is going to be quarterback keep, as this is number 5, Joey Ramirez, and that is going nowhere. Great job by the Warhorse D.
I tell you what, Corey Dirt got a hold of that jersey, and he was not letting him go. He held on to him until the rest of the Warhorses could get there, and they had him a little Maverick sandwich.
So 4th down here and about 18 for the Mavericks. Let's see, ball will be at the 29. We've got to get down to, it looks like the 13 from our angle here. I know that math's not right, but I do know the yard lines are pretty close to being right.
We've talked about the math skills on this program.
Absolutely. This is going to be number 5, Ramirez again, looking to go right. He's going to throw. This ball's up in the air. Nate's going to have it. Interception for Nate Ramirez at the 4-yard line.
Nice job by Nate getting up high and getting her interception. And Nate on this drive, these last, 4 plays, we've called his name just about every time. Got to love seeing that.
Absolutely.
Number 7.
Great play there by Nate. You know, that's one of those that's 4th down. You could knock it down and get the ball a little bit further, but Nate taking no chances, went up, high point, got it, Plus, that's going to look good in the stats, getting another interception. He's had several this year.
He has. So the Warhorses take over, 2:15 to go, up 35-7. And Jim, is it a long, methodical drive, or is it Ethan Santos around the side?
I don't know. Here we go. Pearsall, a lot of men up close. Santos is going to be to the right side. That play will be
There's
whistled
flags
dead.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And I want to say that was almost going to get whistled dead before it even got going, wasn't it?
I'll tell you what, JB's bus driving school has made its return.
It has made its return, and it's all because some loose-lip announcer had to say something about no penalties in the first half. Coach Gomez, I'm sorry. I take full responsibility for
Yes, we'll take that one. False start here for the Warhorses. Nice shot there by Lorenzo in the end zone there as Warhorses break the huddle. Santos in the eye. This is going to be quarterback keep. And Hack's just going to bully his way out for about 5 yards on first down there.
no play clock running. That's interesting. They're letting that game clock run. Just let that game clock run, boys. We don't need that play clock to run.
All right, here come the Warhorses to the line. Pitch back. Santos right side. Big hole there.
There
He's
it is.
at the 20, 30.
There it is.
50-yard line. Ethan Santos. Oh, wah. Santos, 94 yards for the touchdown.
I was just kind of joking about that. Santos around down the sideline, but apparently he was serious.
Big play by the Warhorses there with 1:34 left. They take the 41-7 lead.
Great job by the Warhorse line opening up that hole for Santos to run through once again. They are just dominating up there. What do you got? Friesenhahn to kick it.
I believe this is Luke.
And that's off the right upright.
So
Gomez is going to the well. Like, my God, boys, we're all going to kick it tonight.
I tell you what, if Richard Ramirez can show up down here, he might get a chance to try to poke one in the second quarter or second half here. All right, let's take a quick commercial break. 1:34 left. Warhorses up 41-7.
A Bushel and a Peck is a Christian-based gift shop offering a variety of unique, affordable Christian faith-based inspirational items like jewelry, home decor, clothing, and candles, with a large section of Bibles and books. They are located on 516 North Teal and open from Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 6. Find them on Facebook or call at 830-663-8144. A Bushel and a Peck, gifts from the heart.
All right. Yeah, Lorenzo gets some great shots during the commercial breaks.
Yeah.
We can't always get them. Hopefully we'll get Lorenzo. We might try to get him to get some of the fans and the cheerleaders here in a little bit.
Well, that's
definitely
true.
going to have the band performance here at halftime.
And they have a big performance tomorrow.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, look at this. Look how we got this one teed up.
Well, apparently the special teams do have some treats
Apparently
to show
so.
us tonight on the trick-or-treat version of special teams. Luke Friesenhahn to kick it, Salawango, as
Yep.
Coach Stroud would say. Oh, look at this.
I'll tell you what, if that has some backspin on it, we're in luck. And we are in luck.
Santos to.
It looks like it. That ball had backspin and just checked up
Oh,
there.
that looked like it was Santos to Esquivel for the save.
Yep. Santos was sliding in, hit it, and Warhorse
there it is.
will have
Warhorse
the ball.
What a great play by Ethan Santos. That ball was right about to go out. He came sliding in, flipped the ball up, and it went right to Gabe Esquivel. Excellent job. Well-placed kick, Luke Friesenhahn. So we are seeing a lot of trick and treat.
I'm telling you.
First and 10, Devine Warhorse.
That was a well-executed kick. I thought that ball was going to be out of bounds, but I guess a little backspin there.
It was just like just like we were talking about, when you're playing golf. You got to get that backspin on the ball.
Absolutely. All right, Warhorses take over here. Minute 20 left. Ball at the 38-yard line. Hack in the gun. Handoff Santos. And he is going to bounce this outside. He's got some room there. He'll be spun out of bounds
Face
with
mask.
a flag on the play.
That's almost certainly going to be a face mask the way he was drugged down, Jimbo. So that's going to be another 15 or half the distance to the goal, as the case may be, right down there by the 20-yard line. And the Warhorses with 1:06 to go are
knocking on the goal line there. Got a text in here saying if you want to come.
I was a top producer in 2019, featured in San Antonio Top Producer Magazine, July of 2020. Now nominated and recognized as a top negotiator, this is not just my job, this is my passion. My clients say, by the end of a transaction, I'm not just their broker, I'm family.
We're excited to announce that Security Bank is now American Momentum Bank, and our partnership with Devine Independent School District continues. While our name has changed, you can still count on our expert bankers' personalized attention and expanded portfolio of products and services specifically designed to help you build your financial momentum. We invite you to visit our Devine Banking Center at 100 East Hondo Avenue and meet our team of bankers who are ready to help you reach your financial goals.
All right, we're back here, Mack Laxson Stadium or Mack Laxson Field. Warriors are going to kick off here. This ball is going to be fielded by the Mavericks at the 39-yard line, advanced out to the 43.
Interesting right there, Jimbo. Everybody kind of hesitated because they fair caught the last 2 or 3 kickoffs, and that one, even the receiver of the ball hesitated and then took off once again, and he was able to get a few extra yards, get the ball out to the 48-yard line. But with under a minute to go, it's going to be, the 47-yard line. It's going to be maybe some tough sledding for the Mavericks here.
There's no doubt there. Smitty, hey, got a text in. Mark Navarro, he said he's got 2 Navarros watching the game in Lytle, wondering what time Stroud League is on Sunday.
Ooh.
Handoff right side. That's going to be Norris. Still on his feet into Warhorse territory. Falls down.
Hack's
Ball
got
comes
the ball.
loose.
Hack's got the ball. Hack's going to the house.
Brady Hack with the scoop and score.
That was supposed to be cannonball.
That was.
He just took it right out of his hands, took off. Nobody knew he had the ball, and Hack just took it away from him, went 52 yards for the touchdown.
I tell you what, I thought Norris was fixing to fall to the ground, and like you said, Hack, it wasn't a scoop and score, it was a strip and score.
Strip and score.
So Warhorses will add another 6 here. So Hack will be back to holding duties. Looks like Dubose is out to do the kicking.
That version worked last time.
Little downtime here to try to get the correct ball. All right, looks like we're ready for play. Let's see what Hayden does on the extra point attempt here. Kick is up, and it is good.
Extra point is good.
So Warhorses take the 55-7 lead. We've got 28 seconds left to go on this one. We'll be back in just a second.
We're excited to announce that
With the mission of continuing support for St. Joseph Catholic Church, along with the Devine community, we strive to find a way to lead men in being the faith leader in their home. Along with faith being the beginning of our mission, charity is our goal. We are able to provide scholarships to students, support the local food bank, and state charities. Knights of Columbus, Council 5192.
All right. Hey, looky there, Smitty.
Hey, there it is. It's a little zoom up into the booth
Yeah.
to give us a look-see.
So good shot there by Lorenzo. 28 seconds left on this one. Warhorses in control, 55-7. Text in from the captain, Will Helms. He said he's going to bring his shoes for Stroudley. He said the Navarros. He said y'all can be the skins, and he will definitely be in a shirt. So, yeah, I'm the same way there, Captain. If I show up for Stroud League, I'm definitely be in shirts. All right, here we go.
Number 2 received a kick.
That is going to be outside to the right, out to midfield. Number 2 is Joaquin Harper.
Ethan Santos out there dragging him down at about the 47, 48-yard line.
All right. So Pearsall will have it here with 18 seconds left. And this has been a marathon of a first half here, Smitty.
It has.
One thing I want to talk about, though, is, hey,
look at that.
There's the roving camera guy.
We got a close-up.
He doesn't need any attention at all, does he?
No.
I tell you what.
I wonder if his family will give him grief for that.
Oh, you know that family. They'll be giving him lots of grief. Hey, we've got a halftime performance coming up of the Mighty Marching Warhorse Band. And shout out to Jeff Miller and his group. Going to area contest tomorrow.
Big contest tomorrow. See if they can make it to state. It'd be awesome for the Warhorse Band.
Handoff coming left.
Nice job by Santos.
Yeah, good job by Ethan turning him in. And that is number 5, Joey Ramirez. And he'll have a nice gain there. Clock continues to run. Looks like Pearsall will call the timeout here with 3 seconds left.
Well, there you go.
So gives us a chance to talk about all the good things, though, going on at Devine High School. We talked about the Arabian volleyball team and how they're going to Dilley to play in the bi-district playoffs, district champs.
State qualifier.
State qualifier in cross country. Isaiah Morin, Warhorse cross country, a senior. He qualified at the regional cross country meet this past Saturday.
Is that this Monday or Monday a week?
That is that is November 5th, I think, is when Isaiah gets to go. So he's got another week or so.
Well, Monday is the 1st of November, is it not?
Monday is the 1st of November. So is that Friday of next week?
So that'll be Friday of next week when Isaiah will go. It was a great shot down there by our cameraman right in the huddle. He's trying to get the play.
Yeah.
I think he's remembering back to his days when he was number 50 in the center. And number 1 in your heart.
Absolutely. Let's see. We got Arabian basketball going to a scrimmage on Monday. All kinds of stuff going on.
It is. Good things happening, and we've had FCCLA going down and working with kids. I heard you talking to one of the kids today about our FCCLA took a group of kids somewhere. And I tell you what, it's such an awesome program. Here we go for the last play.
All right, here we go. 2nd down and 4. This is going to be pitched to the right side. Warhorse is just in a prevent defense. Horn goes off. That's the end of the first.
He's still on his feet. Ball's on the ground.
Ball came out. Looks like that is going to do it for us here. So there we go. Warhorse is heading in at halftime. Warhorses lead this one 55-7. We're going to step away real quick for a couple of commercial breaks. We'll come back. We'll have some of the Warhorse Band performance, senior spotlights, and some stats and scores.
Stats and scores after that. That's right.
All right. We'll be back in a minute, y'all.
County Judge Celeste Brown is a proud supporter of the Devine Warhorse and Arabian athletic programs. Go Warhorses and go Arabians. Brown Chevrolet proudly supports Warhorse and Arabian Athletics as this year's lead sponsor for DHS Broadcasting. Located just off I-35 in Devine, Brown Chevrolet is your stop for all things Chevrolet in South Texas. Can't find the vehicle you're looking for on the lot? Call the sales experts at Brown and let them find it for you. Serving the South Texas area for over 50 years, Brown Chevrolet knows how to provide our guests with an excellent car buying experience. Give us a call, 830-665-4435. or visit online at brownchevrolet.com.
Security State Bank is a proud sponsor of this year's Warhorse Football broadcast. Security State Bank has served 7 locations around South Texas since 1925. Located in Pearsall, Pleasanton, Devine, Natalia, and now Cashville, Security State Bank's hours of business varies from location to location. Please visit our website, www.securitystbk.com, or call us at 830-663-2801 to check on a location nearest to you. Security State Bank, serving South Texas. State Farm agent Mark Kidd is here to help life go right. Mark and his trusty staff can help you and your family with all of your insurance needs. From auto, home, health, and life insurance to banking products and financial planning, Mark and his staff are there to help. Stop by the office at 700 West Hondo in Devine or call 830-665-2807. Visit on the web at www.markkid.com. Mark Kidd and State Farm, here to help life go right.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Chaparral Ford is proud to be a sponsor of this year's Warhorse and Arabian Athletic Program. Chaparral Ford has been serving Devine and its citizens for over 35 years. For more information, visit the website at www.chaparralford.com or go to the Devine establishment located at 102 County Road 773. Chaparral Ford, the experience is worth the drive.
All right, we're back here in Pearsall, Mack Laxson Stadium, or Mack Laxson Field in Pearsall. Devine Warhorse Band, the award-winning Devine Warhorse Band, warming up here. Our halftime show tonight is brought to you by Chaparral Ford. As always, Chaparral Ford, the sponsors of the Warhorse Football halftime show. And one of the highlights of that halftime show is always the mighty marching Warhorse Band.
That it is. And like you said earlier, you know, Mr. Miller's done a fantastic job, you know, getting this band together. He's grown this band every year since they've been here. And they're just doing an outstanding job. Like, as we said, they're heading tomorrow to the area competition. Is that right?
Area
contest. Area contest down in Corpus, I believe is where it is, isn't it?
I think it's at Cal Allen High School, just outside of Corpus. Absolutely.
So they got a trip ahead of them tomorrow, and it's a long day for them. If they, you know, you compete and then you place in the top half or better than the top half, then you got to compete again.
I think there's 30 bands, and if the top 12 advance to the area to the final round. So here is to hoping it is a very long day for the Warhorse Band. Sherry Miller doing the introductions on the far side there. So we're going to take you to that. But we do want to wish the Warhorse Band the best of luck tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Love to be talking to them going on to the next level.
That would be fantastic.
All right, here is the Warhorse Band performance tonight.
Officers for 2021 are Riley Hagdorn, Captain, and Corinne Fowler, First Lieutenant. Leading the Warhorse Band on the field are drum majors Jordan Erksleben and Lillian Steele. This year's UIL contest program is entitled Finding Unity with music from Tribal Echoes by Gilroy Productions. Tonight, we will present Part 1, Restoring Hope, Part 2, Finding Inner Peace, featuring Senior First Chair All-State Band member Brian Schaefer on trumpet, and Part 3, Defending Heritage, Restoring Tradition. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the show. directors of the Warhorse Band include Head Director Jeff Miller, Assistant Directors Tom Settles and James Quintero, Visual Coordinator Sherry Miller, and Percussion Instructor Robert Packer. The directors and the students would like to thank the Devine ISD administration and faculty, as well as the Band Boosted for their continued support. We would also like to wish the very best to the Pearsall High School Marching Band at Area EUIL contest tomorrow. Thank you for supporting the 2021 Warhorse Band.
All right, another superb performance there by the Warhorse Band at halftime. And we're on the opposite side of the field here, trying to pick things up with our microphone. And they come in pretty much loud and clear.
Yeah, they did. They again, Mr. Miller's done a great job, and so that's why they're moving on. That's why they're at the area event. They, when your sound is that strong.
Absolutely. Yeah, and as Miss Miller mentioned there, Pearsall also advancing on to the area marching contest. Their band, they've got a strong tradition of band here. Looks like you're rummaging through your phone. You got some stats for us, Schmitty?
I do have some stats for us. So we're going to start with the Pearsall Mavericks. Looks like they've rushed the ball 17 times for 32 yards. They are 1 for 3 in the passing game for 5 yards, and they have 37 total yards on 20 plays and 2 first downs.
Hey, and even better, we're getting stuff in from the concession stand now, too.
Concession stand gear.
Thank you, brother.
Okay, and for the Warhorses, this could be some numbers right here.
That's what I'm thinking.
Let's see what we got. Of course, a couple of the big run came on the kickoff return to open things up, but nevertheless, let's see what we got. We have 22 rushes for 325 yards, 4 for 4 in the passing game for 93 yards. I'm not sure, but I think that's about 100%.
I think that's pretty close, yeah.
4 for 4, 93 yards. That'll give you 418 total yards. They're working on that 500-yard game again, Jimbo.
Absolutely are.
That's on 26 plays, and we've had 16 first downs by the horses. So just some outstanding work by the Warhorses line and backs and everything else there to put up those kind of numbers. You want to do the scores? You want to go to a break? What do you want to do, Jimbo?
I'll tell you what, let's jump into some senior spotlights.
Oh, let's do that. Absolutely.
We've got that. We definitely want to highlight those kiddos. We've got Arabian senior spotlight is going to be actually a basketball player. We went with Lacey Shook. She'll be our Arabian as the Arabian basketball season is getting underway. And then we've got Jared Fernandez, as we previewed earlier. And you can get to your story about Jared and what you saw at that point. But for now, let's start with the Arabians. Here is senior Lacey Shook.
Hello, my name is Lacey Shook, and I'm a member of the Arabian basketball team, and I have been selected for tonight's senior spotlight. My nickname is Shooky, or it's Renee. At school, aside from participating in Arabian cross country, I'm an active part of AAU basketball, floor club, student section, and track. My interests and hobbies outside of school include running and tumbling. Since Halloween is approaching, my favorite candy is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. If I could travel anywhere in the world, it would be Hawaii because I love to go scuba diving and look at all the fish. If I was stuck on an island, I'd rather be by myself because I just like my alone time. On a scale of 1 to 10 of being a good driver, I'd say I'm a 7 because I'm a little iffy when it comes to parking. What is one word that best describes me as a person? I'd say tired because I'm always tired all the time. The best sports memory I have is when we went all the way to the 4th round last year. And finally, after high school, I would like to go and pursue college. Go to college for basketball.
All right, nice little interview with Lacey. I was hoping you'd get to hear it, Schmitty, but dance team from Pearsall came out, the music came on, and we didn't hear much anything
in here.
Mm-hmm. One thing I loved about it, one word to describe you, Lacey's like, well, if it's in the morning, it's tired.
Well, and Jimbo wanted me to hear that. I had Lacey first period last year every morning, almost without fail. Lacey, how you doing this morning? Tired. Tired. So now every time I just see her, I just say, tired?
I bet you're tired. Yeah. I tell you what, Lacey on the basketball team, really excited about things that I think she'll be able to do this year really excited about what the team's going to look like this year. We've got a lot of players back, but we're going to be in some different roles, so it might take us a little bit to kind of figure out what's going on, but super excited to get back on the floor with them on Monday.
I got a feeling that you'll get them all straightened out, at least from what I've seen in practice. A little different practices for me.
Well,
seeing a little different thing out there with the boys. Been coaching the girls for lots of years, and a couple of workouts with the boys. So little different for me. Just talking about a little bit different.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
So it'll be interesting to see how it all goes. But yeah, really looking forward to it. All right, that was a Arabian Spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
You got Jared Fernandez in the Warhorse Spotlight.
I thought I was going to get some resistance from Jared when I called him in today. I said, hey, you're the Senior Spotlight. Doesn't like to talk a whole lot. Thought maybe he'd give me some resistance. He's like, okay, let's do it. So I was like, all right. So here it is. Here's our interview with Jared Fernandez, tonight's Warhorse Senior Spotlight.
Hello, my name is Jared Fernandez, and I am number 55 for the Warhorse football team, and I have been selected for tonight's Senior Spotlight. My nickname, people call me JJ. My interests or hobbies outside of school include fishing, shooting guns, and playing video games. Since Halloween is approaching, my favorite candy is Twix. If I could travel anywhere in the world and why, it would be to Mexico to go relax on the beaches. Would I rather be stuck on an island by myself or stuck with someone who talks all the time? I'd rather be stuck on an island by myself because I couldn't stand someone who talks all the time. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a driver are you? I'm a 10. I say I'm as good as a NASCAR driver. What is one word that describes you as a person? Strong. What is one of your best sports memory? Beating Hondo. And finally, I plan on going to the Army after high school.
All right, back here after Jared's Senior Spotlight. One word to describe you, strong. Yeah, yes, that young man is definitely strong.
That young man is definitely strong. But I'll tell you what, I saw another side today, and he is strong. And I tell you what, all too often today in our world, you just hear the bad about the kids, and you hear the bad about these young kids and this generation and all that. And I'm here to tell you folks that it's not always like that. The things that we get to see in school, sometimes there's some bad things, but we get to see some great moments. And I wish the news media, the local, the national, would make a bigger emphasis on some of the things like what I'm going to tell you about, because it doesn't just happen in Devine, but it happened in Devine today.
Mm-hmm.
And any of you guys that have been in Devine know that on the last day before Halloween, Devine always has a Grim Reaper that walks around, and it's to promote the not drinking and driving, and talks about how many kids are killed every year in drinking and driving, or texting and driving now accidents. And what we do is we ring a gong, and we have somebody dressed up, and it's just one of the students. They dress up, and they walk around, and they touch a person on the shoulder, and they put a little placard around them to represent that this person has been killed in some kind of tragic auto accident.
Sure, like end of the day, you can see a bunch of your friends, hey, they're not here anymore. Good representation.
Right. So, for the bulk of our population, this person walking around the school is just a person in a costume. But for a small majority of our population, some of our more special kids, they don't understand that necessarily. Sure. And I happen to have one of these students in my class, and she was walking out of my class, and our Grim Reaper just happened to be walking through the multipurpose room. Nothing malicious, just kind of a fluke incident, and it scared her, and she started crying.
Okay.
And as you also know, on Fridays, all our football players wear their jerseys. Well, she got scared. She ran up to Jared Fernandez, and she was crying. And Jared put his arm around her and hugged her, and she was telling him how scared she was. And Hayden Brumwich was right there, and they both stood there and kind of shielded her so that she didn't have to look at the
Grim Reaper,
as he walked by. And, afterwards I told him I was like, guys, I'm so proud of y'all, because y'all didn't have to do that.
Correct.
But you're walking around in this jersey, and you mean something to these kids. And that moment right there, and this girl talks to me about the football team all the time. You know, and for those guys to just take 30 seconds out of their day to show compassion for another student was just phenomenal. I wish we had it on video. I wish, you know, I could send it to a news station because, you know, and I told the guys, I said, you know, I'm like an old grandpa. I'm just so proud of you guys for what y'all did and the way y'all handled that situation.
Yeah.
And I wish we could hear more stories like that, you know, and again, Jared and Brummage, I'm just super proud of you guys for that.
Yeah, that's really awesome. And, you know, Brummage is very outspoken, and he's one of those. Jared is a really quiet guy that walks around, but kudos to them stepping in, helping their fellow classmates, students at DHS, doing the right thing. And like you said, that stuff needs to be highlighted because it happens all the time.
It does.
That one just happened right there where we could see it, or you could see it. I was in athletics, but those things don't make the news. The negative does. Kudos to those guys. Super proud of them and all the students of DHS when they have acts like that.
Absolutely. And you know, and I wish we could talk about more of them. Like you said, they happen more often than you realize. You know, and sometimes I think we just need to open our eyes to them because we're so used to looking at the other side of the coin.
Absolutely.
That we really, you know, need to take a look and, you know, maybe help change it. And I know for myself, and you and I have talked about this today, change our own perspective to a little bit more positive outlook.
Absolutely.
And, you know, there are a lot bigger things going on in the world. You know, you actually spoke about one. The community had a big loss this week.
Sure did.
Somebody that really did a lot, and we've been talking about it, interestingly enough, for the last few nights with the pink armbands that our coaches and our players are wearing representing the breast cancer awareness. But it's not just that anymore. There's all kinds of cancers out there. We just lost a really wonderful community member, and she did so much for the community and everybody around here, and, you know, she's going to be missed.
Absolutely. That would be Miss Shannon Rackley Rangel. Lost her battle to cancer earlier this week. Shannon had a daughter, Sabrina, that went through school. We both had the honor of being able to coach her in golf. We spent a lot of time with Shannon going to some of the regional golf events. Shannon very involved in trying to save the Devine golf course when there was some issues there.
Absolutely.
Her and her family. So a big loss there, very active in the community. 48 years old. You know, it's a shame to see someone, you know, that age just lost so young. And so our condolences definitely go out to the Rackley family, the Rangel family, everybody in that
Absolutely.
regard.
And, you know, as we're talking about this, and I'm sure everybody out there and that's listening can relate to it. You know, you and I both can relate to having felt the battle of cancer.
Yeah.
So, you know, we need to be aware of it. We need to be cognizant of it. And, you know, I hate to sound like a public address announcement. We need to get out there and get checked. You need to, you know, take care of some things and for your health, because it just can end way too quick like Shannon's did.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's well said. Like you said, big loss for the community. Will definitely, you know, have to fill that hole in our heart. Celebration of Life tomorrow, I think, at the golf course,
Correct.
10 o'clock. Anybody wants to stop by. Hey, let's take a quick commercial break. We'll come back. We'll talk about some of the scores around, and we'll have the second half. What do you say?
Sounds great.
All right, we'll be back in just a sec.
It's so hot.
Try wearing this number for over 100 years.
Ah!
I'm getting the vapors. You should call the AC guys.
Okay, but which ones?
The AC guys.
Which ones?
The AC
Guys. The AC Guys are proud supporters of your Devine Warhorses and Arabians athletic teams and are a local family-owned business that caters to all your residential and light commercial needs.
Who are you gonna call?
The AC Guys.
Ain't no do it. Better do it.
Looking for accessories for your truck or automobile? Stop by Alamo Truck Accessories. They carry a wide variety of products, including side steps, spray and bed liners, bumpers, lift kits, and more. Talk to Colby at 210-602-2730 or stop by 200 Dixon Drive in Devine. Alamo Truck Accessories.
All right, Schmitty, we're back here at halftime. Got about a minute or so left.
Yeah. You know, I'm sure at halftime, Jimbo, coaches talked about, got to keep that laundry off the field. JB's bus driving school, I feel a little bit responsible for that, but JB's bus driving school needs to not show back up.
Absolutely. And speaking of bus driving, we got a text in here from our fearless leader, Dr. Todd Grandjean, and he wanted us to let everyone know out and about that Devine ISD just up starting pay for bus drivers to $18 an hour. So with driving experience, drivers could be knocking at the door of over $20 an hour at $20 an hour, guaranteed 4 hours a day. And the district will help train and help you get your license.
And let me tell you, boys, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but Jimbo and I both did it. Anybody can do it. Hey, look at those videos from inside the helmet right there, Jimbo.
How special is that? Warhorse is getting ready to take the field here for the second half. And speaking of the run out here, I got a text in from Brianne Obaya Austin, and she wanted me to pass this along. Exciting news as the Warhorses take the field here, that DYSA or DYS is going to be invited to go to the varsity football game.
The last home game
next week. The 2021 flag football teams will be invited for November 5th to run out with the football team. So, dude, what a special honor there.
How exciting. If you're a little flag footballer and you're looking up to these guys, kind of like we were just talking about, these guys walking around in the jerseys on Friday. Mm-hmm. These kids are looking up to them, and then now I'm going to get to run onto the field with them or probably out in front of them or whatever, but wow, what a special moment that's going to be.
Got the Broncos out there last week. It'd be great to see the flag football kiddos be able to come out. Now, there are a couple of restrictions here. Not restrictions, but things you need to know. If you want your child to participate, this is what you need to know. Parents will be responsible for purchasing the tickets for their child. And, of course, if the parents want to go as well, would meet at the concession stand. I think that's the north end concession stand at 7 p.m. Have your child wear their DYS flag football jersey. And then, most of all, let's have fun. Have the kids get out there, have fun. I think that's a great experience for them.
Well, I tell you what, talk about having fun. Those shots we just had by Lorenzo down there in the helmet, watching these guys get themselves fired up. They're up 55-7, but they're still fired up. They're still pumped up. There's a lot of excitement and enthusiasm on the sideline. And looks like Luke Friesenhahn's got the ball on the tee, traditionally on the tee this time. And we're just about ready to start the second half of this district contest.
And number 26, Kingston Martinez.
All right, we're about ready for the second half to get started here. We'll get you some scores as we go. This is going to be a high short kick fielded by Pearsall at the 41-yard line, and we're underway here in the second half. Schmitty, I see you writing down some scores over there. What all you got, buddy?
Let's see. I've got some interesting scores for us, Jimbo. I've got Somerset and Pleasanton all tied up at 28. Kerrville, Tive, and Medina Valley. Medina Valley is up 21-17. I'm sorry. Can't read my own writing over here. Carrizo Springs is up 36-0. Probably more than that by now. Natalia trails Poth 28-7 in the third quarter, and Hondo is up 13-3.
Number 6, Matthew Hughes with the carry. Not much doing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage by the Warhorse D.
Nate Ramirez, Aiden Zapata. Who was that big boy on the front line? Zach Martinez, number 74. All in there to stop them for no gain.
Tell you what, might be a deal where the Pearsall announcers watching our podcast, we spit out some scores. He just spit out some of those same scores.
Hey, they know a good thing when they hear it, Jimbo.
All right, 2nd and 10 for the Mavericks here. Just underway, second half. Hughes is going to be under center. They're going to throw this out to Ramirez. He is going to be right out of bounds by the Warhorse defense at the 49-yard line.
That was Luke Friesenhahn and Gabe Esquivel right there to right him out of bounds, not before he picked up about, what is that, Jimbo, 6 yards, maybe 7?
Let's call it 7 here. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Mavericks.
Ball at the 49-yard line, so just inside Maverick territory.
Yeah, had a little computer issue earlier on. I think we've got some things settled down, so hopefully we're good the rest of the way. Again, we appreciate everybody tuning in tonight on YouTube. Established a pretty decent little following here every night, Schmitty.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. I hope we get to go for a while. Cuero and Smithville, 18-18 with 7:18 to go in the third quarter.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 3. Pearsall is going to hand off up the middle, fullback. That's going to be Norris. He's going to have enough for the first down.
Number 12.
Tough run by Norris getting through there.
4A, Maverick, first down.
I'm sure y'all could hear that because that was loud coming through the speakers. But Warhorse has got running some different looks out there, got some different guys getting in some spots. You know, we talked to the coaches, Jimbo. They had to move several kids up. You know, like you did what, two or three
had to print out the roster a couple times here for us
while they moved players around. And
all right, here we go. Handoff's going to be to Ramirez to the left side. He's got the corner there. Run out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
Nice job by Sammy Guardiola getting over there and getting him out of bounds.
Number 5.
Going to keep the clock rolling. And Jimbo, I've been looking down there. That play clock is not working. It sits on 40. It never moves off 40. So they must be doing the play clock on the field. And I wonder if that's why Coach Gomez has chosen to go a little bit fast right here, just not taking chances, or just another look to throw at your opponent, your future opponents, to say, hey, look, these guys run fast.
All right, here we go. 2nd down and 6 for the Mavericks. And this is going to be a keep by the quarterback, Hughes. Not much doing there. Whistle blows him down at about the 40-yard line.
Jimbo, I don't know if that was supposed to be a keep. It looked like they missed the mesh point in that handoff, and he was like, oop, I guess I better go do something with this.
Now, I've got a text in here from Tammy Patterson-Coslow. Sent something in via Facebook. She said, looks like another laundry cleaning service on the Mavericks field. Thank you all for the superb coverage and entertainment. We do great and appreciate that very much, Tammy.
Thank you very much.
She said it's great to be able to watch her Warhorses and Arabians from anywhere in the United States. So thanks again for such a wonderful idea and televising these kids and all the hard work they do. And that's exactly why we do it right there.
That is. And, you know, well, I'll come back to that.
Sweep coming. That is going to be a big loss there.
Boy, that is
ball comes out loose. I'm sure the whistle has blown there. But that looked like Friesenhahn and Martinez meeting at the line of scrimmage. Woof, what a hit.
I think they were ready to take the handoff. That's going to bring up 4th and 7. Ball's in Warhorse territory. Pearsall probably going to go for this. Jimbo, I think they almost have to.
I think so, especially on this side of the field. So, again, Tammy, we appreciate you for the kind words.
I was just going to say, it's kind of neat. You know, we talk about all the people from all over the place that are watching this, you know, all across the country. My sister out there in Napa, California watching it, people in Oregon, people in Boston, your mom and dad in Tennessee.
All right, little handoff coming.
Ball's on
loose.
The ground. Nate with the recovery.
Looks like the Warhorses are going to have it. So Nate Ramirez, interception earlier in the first half, fumble recovery here early in the second.
Fumble on the play.
Can't beat that deal.
Picked up, recovered by Devine, bringing up first down.
So, yeah, the fact that the you know, wherever you are, if you choose to watch it, and, you know, even in small town Texas, you may choose to watch the Warhorses over your own team.
Exactly. I actually ran into someone today, a former Warhorse, Brian Bentley in Liberty, Texas, said him and all his buddies get together. They don't watch the Liberty game. They watch the Warhorse game.
There you go.
So it was great to hear that from Brian. We appreciate everybody that tunes in to listen and support your favorite Warhorse and Arabian, and we're happy to do it. And we'll do this, volleyball games, and then we'll get into some basketball games this year as well.
And it won't be us.
No, it won't. We're going to be a little busy during the basketball time.
That's right.
All right, here we go. Sammy Guardiola in at quarterback for the Warhorses. And this is going to be a handoff to 24. Let's see. That is Brandon Martinez.
Carry by number 24.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say first carry for Brandon tonight.
A nice run by Brandon as he stayed ahead of the chains on first down, gets good 5 yards on first down. And, again, you know, what valuable experience this is for getting these younger kids in. And, I mean, because you just never know when the next guy's going to have to step up.
correct here. This is going to be pitch back. Zapata coming left. He's got a crease.
He's got a spot.
Out past the 40-yard line. Late flag comes in.
There is no bus driving on this field, please.
Unless you want to apply it to Devine ISD, then we'd be glad to have you come be
glad
one
to
of our
have
bus
you.
drivers.
$18 to $20 an hour. Come on out.
Yeah.
I bet that's going to be a hold, Jimbo, just the way he threw it and where he threw it. Heck of a run by Zapata, though.
Yeah, it was good to see Aiden get a touch there. Hey, Toby Tomlin's in here, said keep them horses running. He's watching from Coyote, Texas today.
There you go. Coyote, there's small town America.
Appreciate Tobes texting in. So, hold against the War Horses. So this will be down the field a little bit. So it'll cost them 10 yards, but it's
gonna be second down still, probably only about a yard or two.
I think that would be a good call there. Going to bring us back to the 49-yard line. So War Horses have to get close to the 48 on the other side of midfield. So about 2nd and 3 here.
It is really good. Got some different linemen in there, Coach Jay. We got some.
Couple different backs. And this is going to be Nate Ramirez. Sweep to him. And he is going to be hit there, bottled up, not going to be able to get much. Maybe a loss of 1 there, Schmitty.
Yeah, not much going for Nate. See another back running into the game. That's number 9, Jonathan Weinkamp coming in. He's going to get a rep out here. Guardiola over getting the play from Coach Gomez. War Horses being methodical about it, letting the clock run. You know, using as much time as you dare without being able to watch that play clock, you know, and especially when you're running these new guys in, you know, Hack's probably got the clock in his head, the 40-second clock. You know, does Sammy? Sammy's a very poised young man. Wouldn't surprise me one bit if he didn't have that clock running in his head as well.
Nate Ramirez on the tackle trap is going to be close to first down yardage. It looks like he got to the 49.
That
might be a little short here.
Jimbo, I'm looking over there. The guy on the far side looks like he's close. The guy close to us said that's going to be 4th and what is that, Jimbo? A yard?
I'd say 4th and 1 here for the Horses.
And the Horse is going to leave the offense on the field. Guardiola coming back in.
Had a text in earlier from Michael Joseph from the Express News. He's watching tonight.
Horses come quick to the thing.
Here
back
we go.
to Zapata.
Head down,
great
drives
job.
forward. That's going to be enough for the first down.
I tell you what, that was all on Zapata. He was hit at the line or behind it, and he pushed forward, kept those legs driving, and picked up that yardage. Super job.
Well, I say it was going to be a first down. Let's see. The officials are going to get together
they're
here.
Eyeballing him. I'm thinking, come on, fellas. I can see it from up here. Just there you go.
yeah, we're sitting right on it pretty much. So
I know they really care what we think, right?
yeah. Nobody's ever called and got our opinion up here, that's for sure. Yeah, so busy week this week here in Warhorse and Arabian Land, and next week is going to be even bigger. Again, congratulations and good luck to the Warhorse Band as they advance on to area.
That's right, Jimbo. Next week will be an action-packed week. Again, you have the Arabians going on Tuesday, and if they win, that'll be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday type of
opportunity,
area playoff, which, you know, we know the Warhorses have their last home game on Friday.
Pitchback Zapata, he's coming left.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Puts his head down and is able to get an extra yard or two there.
That Pearsall Maverick went back.
Yeah, that's falling forward, as Coach Keith
yes,
would say.
it is. He did more than fall forward on that one, Jimbo.
Yeah.
Nice job. You know, you always think of the defense as laying the lick, but that was an offensive player that I think laid the wood to somebody right there.
Clock runs here with 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Guardiola brings the Warhorses to the line under center. And this is going to be handoff Nate Ramirez. Not much doing there, but a nice surge late by the line. That'll get him, looks like,
11,
about 3 or 4 yards there, Smitty.
Yep.
Bringing up third down.
So 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Horses.
Yeah, Guardiola getting the play back in on a nice drive by the Warhorses. just a nice little methodical clock running type of a.
Just play by play, let that clock run. Here we go, handoff. This is going to be up the middle. Brandon Martinez upended there.
That was Brandon Martinez, and I think he thought he was going through that hole and it closed up, and he ended up getting upended by his own lineman.
Yeah, another fourth down coming for the Horses.
This one's going to be a little bit longer, a little bit more yardage needed. I'm thinking Nate around the edge.
Coach Gomez calling the play here. Of course, Coach Gomez, the play caller. Coach Eads helps coordinate that, being the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
They get together early in the week, figure out what they want to do, what schemes they want. Here come the Horses on 4th and 3. Pitch back. This is going to be Zapata. He is going to drive forward. Looks like he's going to be close to the 35-yard line. I think with the second effort, he's going to get the first down.
Definitely, Jimbo. He stopped dead in the hole, was coming left, said, nope, I'm going back right because that's where the first down is, and sure enough, picked it up.
Hey, just getting a call in right now. Won't be able to answer it, but got Troy Tuttle calling in. That means one thing, probably him and Alex Wee watching the game.
That's another watch party going on.
Another watch party there, so got to give them a shout-out. They claim that Friday's game in Devine might be their last one. They might retire from coming to games.
Really?
Now, I don't really believe that.
I'm going to believe that when I see it, Jimbo.
I agree 100% there. Pitch back is to
Zapata once again.
And he is going to get out to the 35-yard line, gain of 1 or 2. So, like you were talking about earlier, Smitty, some new numbers out there for the O-line for the Warhorses.
Yeah, I was just looking out there. We still got Big George Sign, 63 out there. We got number 74, that's Zach Martinez. Number 70 is Corey Dirks out there. 64, Colt Hackabill on the field for the Warhorses. Who's that? Who's going up to center?
Can't get a number just yet here. This is going to be Zapata. He is going to cut back. Nice run there out past the 30-yard line.
That center would be number 54, Eduardo Gonzalez. And that would be another freshman.
Yep.
Got another one out there, Seth De Leon, number 30, playing tight end.
Mm-hmm.
So the Warhorses getting a lot of bodies into the game. And again, no matter how hard you practice, no matter how hard everybody goes in practice, it's not the same as a game. Game speed is totally different.
That is 100% true, and it's great to get a chance to get these reps.
Absolutely,
for these young men.
14 seconds. This should be the last play of the third quarter.
All right, here comes Nate in motion, trying to get outside.
Nice block on the corner by Brandon Martinez. Nate cuts it back.
Yep. Looks like he's up to the 25-yard line. So that's going to be close to first down yardage. I believe that is first down yardage. Regardless, we're at the end of the third quarter. Warhorses are going to lead this one 55-7 going into the fourth. We'll be back in just a moment.
Brown Chevrolet proudly supports Warhorse and Arabian Athletics as this year's lead sponsor for DHS Broadcasting. Located just off I-35 in Devine, Brown Chevrolet is your stop for all things Chevrolet in South Texas. Can't find the vehicle you're looking for on the lot? Call the sales experts at Brown and let them find it for you. Serving the South Texas area for over 50 years, Brown Chevrolet knows how to provide our guests with an excellent car buying experience. Give us a call, 830-665-4435, or visit online at brownchevrolet.com.
Security State Bank is a proud sponsor of this year's Warhorse Football broadcast. Security State Bank has served 7 locations around South Texas since 1925. Located in Pearsall, Pleasanton, Devine, Natalia, and now Cashville, Security State Bank's hours of business varies from location to location. Please visit our website, www.securitystbk.com, or call us at 830-663-2801 to check out a location nearest to you. Security State Bank, serving South Texas.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
All right, we're back here as the fourth quarter starts. Pitch back is going to be right side, and Nate Ramirez out to the 20-yard line.
Nice job by Nate moving the chains. Got some updated scores coming in for you. The Poth Natalia score, 35-13 Poth. That's Somerset Pleasanton, 35-28. Somerset up.
Hey, we've got a text in. Bill and Karen Bain, they're watching.
Hey,
appreciate that.
I tell you what, that's a couple that drive just about all over South Texas, but I bet you they're going to be driving to Calallen tomorrow.
There's a good chance that they will be doing that, as they've got some grand kiddos in the band.
That are in that band.
Mm-hmm.
How about this one, Jimbo? Bandera Hondo, 13-10.
Wow.
I'm sorry, just updated, 20-10. Hondo up with 7:16 to go. So that's a dogfight over there in Hondo.
All right, here we go. Warhorses have it. Second down and about 5. Pitch back Zapata left side, covering the ball there. Out past the 20, down to the 17, it looks like.
How about Zach Martinez out there getting a block and right where Zapata was clearing through that hole. Great job seeing that lineman down there moving people. It's going to bring up, what's that, Jimbo, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4-ish, give or take?
Let me lean up and stick my head out the window here where I can see going this direction.
That's right. That is not your direction, is it?
That third quarter was very comfortable for me. The fourth quarter, maybe not so much. Yeah, 3rd and 3 here for the Horses. Pitch back right side.
That's Gus.
Puente. Gus driving forward close to the 10. That's going to move the chains for the Horses.
Jimbo, that's a name we haven't called in a while. Is the Gus Bus.
The Gus Bus getting the first carry of the game here.
And he got the first down. Nice job by Gus pushing through, driving. Coach Gomez holding up.
Yeah,
Cordigola just
managing the clock.
The clock, letting that 40 seconds go. And Jimbo, you're in one of those situations right here, right? You're up 55-7. You don't want to run up the score on somebody, but you've got all these kids in here that don't play all the time, and they want to compete too, and they want to show these coaches what they can do.
Absolutely, a lot of young kids out there. Aiden Zapata, one of those young kids, getting the carry again.
Number 12, Aiden Zapata.
So
valuable experience out right now for these Warhorses.
It is, and that's a tough job to manage. I think Coach Gomez and his staff are doing a fantastic job. They're using every bit of this 40-second clock, and again, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, it's not running. It's just sitting on 40. So coaches are looking over there. They're watching the white hat. The white hat's telling them probably when it gets down to 10 or when it gets to 15, they're giving them a signal so that they know, okay, hey, this is how much time you got. Get up there and get after it.
All right, Guardiola under center here.
We're going to keep talking like we are.
Looks like we're reconnected possibly. We're going to continue like we know what we're doing here.
7:54 to go. Warhorses up 61-7. Looks like
number 8, Zachary Anzua.
We have Hayden Dubose is going to kick off for the Warhorses. So Coach Gomez has kind of thrown a little bit of everything out there in the kicking game today. Guess the only thing we really haven't seen is a punt.
Yeah, that's true.
But we don't see many of those.
No, we've been fortunate enough not to see many. Hopefully people are able to see what happened there on the last possession.
I hope they could. With Gus Bus getting a touchdown, Gus Puente.
Yeah, Logan Camarillo coming in for the extra point attempt. So hopefully we're caught back up and got things going. Here comes the kick by Hayden Dubose.
It's a high kick. That's going to hit and bounce. Ward's got a shot at this one.
Going to go out of bounds, though, before Ethan Santos can get to it.
I tell you what, he had a chance just a little too far for the quick Ethan Santos to get there. So that penalty, I'm sure, will be added to the end of that kickoff where it went out of bounds, plus whatever the yardage is.
Yeah, so I think it'll be, at the 30, went out of bounds at the 28.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to take it up to the 30-yard line. Tell you what, Warhorses had control of that third quarter, kept the ball for a long time. This is only the second possession for the Mavericks here?
This is only the second possession for the Mavs. And again, I can't stress enough what a great job I think the coaching staff did right there of just using every bit of that clock. Let it run,
It looks like Jeff Weisenbaker had texted in earlier. I'd missed this one, but he had a trivia question. Most points scored by a Warhorse football team. That I don't know the answer to.
Why are they shooting trivia at us, Jimbo?
Little
pass over the middle.
That's going to be caught by Ramirez. He's going to take that to the house. That'll be a Pearsall Maverick touchdown.
That will be, and that is not going to be something that they're going to be happy about. A little trick play right there, a little quick dump over the middle. And, you know, you're happy for what's going on, but you still got to keep doing what you do.
Yeah, so touchdown for the Mavericks, 61-13, point after attempt coming up. Hey, here's the Warhorse band back in action.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter here.
They take off the third quarter. That was probably a pretty fast break for them this time.
That was a little quick, yeah. All right, so number 80, that's Ramirez.
Red shoes Ramirez.
Rodriguez.
Uh-oh, ball's on the ground.
Ball is loose there. Warhorses will make sure of no advancement there, so unsuccessful point after attempt.
I'll tell you what, Gabe Esquivel nearly took that ball out of the holder's hands, and he'd have been off to the races. It'd have been tough to catch Esquivel.
Yeah, it would have. That would have been actually could have been 2 points for the Warhorses.
We have a flag on the field.
Got a flag on the play here, so offsides against the Warhorses. Coach Beatty just signed off for tonight. He said he's going to flip over and watch the World Series. So, Coach Beatty, appreciate you watching in. No. Well, I had recorded it, but it just got spoiled for me. Thanks, Joseph. Appreciate it, buddy. Stuck his head in the window, told me that the trash can bangers are not doing too good right now. Oh, losing 1-0, but doing no hit? Wow, okay. Well, all right, here we go. Here's the point after attempt, and it is going to be up and good. So 61-14 here with 7:37 left to play in the fourth quarter. Let's take a quick commercial break, Schmitty. We'll be back in just a second. This is Warhorse Football. Morales Realty is proud to be a sponsor for Warhorse and Arabian Athletics this year. We have and will always support our local student athletes. Morales Realty has been serving Devine and the surrounding area with real estate services for over 24 years, offering buyer and seller representation on purchases in residential, commercial, and farm and ranch properties. We also offer property management services. Broker Cindy Langley Morales, a graduate of Devine High School, and staff offers a combined experience of over 70 years in real estate. Morales Realty, where experience matters. All right, we're back here at Warhorse Stadium, or excuse me, Mack Laxson Field.
You're struggling with that tonight.
I am. It's been a struggle. The whole night's been a struggle. So, well, speaking of that, the teams are lined up on the wrong side.
I was just going to say, it's not just us struggling right there, brother. Each group kind of on the wrong side of the 50 there for a minute. Warhorses seem to figure it out, and we're kind of pointing, hey, guys, y'all get over here. That looks like people trying to line up for the free throw, Jimbo.
Yeah, it does. Oh, boy, we haven't even worked on that for tomorrow or for Monday.
Sorry. One more thing.
One more thing to add to the list.
Inbound.
I thought I was going to have the athletic period and be able to leave at about 3:45, but apparently we're leaving a little earlier now.
Apparently you are.
That's okay.
For the Devine Warhorses, number 3, Ethan Santos.
Santos and Dubose back deep here for the horses.
Hayden Dubose.
Rodriguez to do the kick. This is going to be a short kick.
Peyton
fielded
Carr.
by Peyton Carr. And let's see what Peyton does. Trying to cut back
Come
outside.
on, Peyton.
Still on his feet. Peyton's going to be run out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Nope.
Interesting little tidbit here. Peyton Carr, last week's senior spotlight. One of the questions is always, what's your nickname? Peyton Carr's like, I don't have a nickname. So he needs a nickname. I'm thinking we just go with the Coche.
Get a round of applause for those
I don't know.
The fourth quarter.
So
I think we could call him PC.
PC. There you go.
He might not like computers, though.
Yeah. He might be a Mac guy. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, if you got any good nicknames for Peyton, send them our way. We'll get them We'll get him a nickname
We'll
here.
fire them up.
What's the saying? You got to pick your nickname before someone gives it to you, or
That's
something
it.
like that. So, yeah. All right.
Yeah, because you don't want some of the people that I know giving you a nickname.
Yeah. If you ever played Stroud League, you definitely got a nickname. That's for sure.
It might not come back the way you want it.
Right, Captain? So 7:20 here. Pitch back right side. This
nice
is
jump cut by Nate.
Nate Ramirez. Gain of 8 on the play.
Excellent job by Ramirez, and that's what you were talking about earlier, Jimbo. 3-yard run in the first half, it's a 7 or 8 yard run in the fourth quarter. You know, the line doing its job. Now we got a bunch of young linemen out there getting their shot and doing great things for the Warhorses.
That is for sure. Clock runs. Well, I guess I should put the clock on there. There you go. Some people's favorite part of the broadcast.
Well, I'd choose that over listening to us for sure.
Yeah. This is
nice
Nate,
job
right
by Nate.
Side, nice cut back there, still on his feet, out past the 30 or out past 35, down to the 33-yard line. Moves the ball into Pearsall territory again.
Excellent job. Now, you know, Jimbo, one of the things we hadn't talked about, not just the experience that these guys are getting, but the rest of the legs of the people that are getting a little break right here. You know, Ethan Santos had a great first half, goes for 4 or 5 touchdowns?
I lost track.
But he gets a little break as you head into the playoffs. Gabe Esquivel gets a little break with those legs. Hack gets a little break. Cannonball.
Absolutely.
You know, up there pushing up on the front line, always with the big nose guard on him.
Yeah.
All those legs getting a little rest is going to be huge as we go forward.
All right, here we go. Pitch back to Aiden Zapata heading left, cuts back right inside the 30-yard line.
I don't know if you could see that, but Aiden Zapata knocked his lineman sideways 2 yards.
Warhorse band getting into the action here.
Great job. Great camera work right there by our roving reporter. Everybody's fired up.
Clock continues to run. We're at about 5.5 minutes. Coach Gomez, again, in no hurry to get this play in for Sammy Guardiola. Big week coming up, Schmitty. Starts with the girls' basketball scrimmage. Then it's going to go
Arabian volleyball.
Arabian volleyball. Got a podcast Wednesday night, probably. Possible volleyball at the weekend, and Warhorse football to finish out the week.
And not only that, we've got the band going tomorrow.
Yep,
and we have Isaiah Marin running at the end of the week.
There is a good shot of Willie the Warhorse, mascot, and some of the cheerleaders out and about tonight, rooting on their Warhorses. Great job by Lorenzo there to get those young ladies out, or their pictures out. Clock continues to run here.
Coach Gomez in no hurry, taking his time, watching that head referee to get that signal.
Warhorses to the line here. Whistle blows here before they can get that one off. That's probably going to be a false start on the horses.
It was a false start, yes, sir. Warhorses are getting a little anxious to get going, Jimbo.
Hey, one other thing about next week, into the 6 weeks, 5-week grading period here.
That is right. That is right. We will come to the end of the 6 weeks on Friday. So
I say that for the benefit of the parents to know, for the students to know, and, of course, for myself to remind myself to do some grades this weekend so I'm not scrambling all next weekend.
That's it.
Trying to get my grades in.
I've been trying to remind my students all this week of the same thing, Jimbo. I was like, hey, y'all know this is one of those short ones. And it is. It's a funny deal. It's a 5 week, 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And so it sneaks up on everybody.
Yeah, it really does. And it's a busy
and
6
it's busy
weeks as well.
Busy time of the year. Aiden Zapata up the middle.
That was on 3rd down. That was 3rd and long for the horses. So looks like it's going to be 4th and 6.
I'm going to say about 6, Jimbo.
Yep, I think so too.
3:40 to go as the clock winds on down.
That brings up 4th down.
Horses being good and methodical.
Well, Jeff Weisenbaker said we definitely need to study up on our Warhorse history, but he also said great job as always. Jeff, we appreciate that. And We'll have to get. Maybe, I figured Butch Cook might be watching. That's usually the Warhorse Encyclopedia there.
Yeah, who can send us some info on what the numbers are. Guardiola back to pass.
He's throwing this one deep. That is going to be for Aiden Zapata, and there's
we got a flag.
On the play.
There it is. That's going to get the Warhorses a first down. Looks like Guardiola kind of paid for that throw.
There's some of the Warhorse band. Again, they'll be in action tomorrow.
Well, right there's Mr. Miller right there.
There's Mr. Miller. Now, we're not going to say what
his
Mrs.
wife
Miller said.
That's correct.
But good luck to Jeff and the Warhorse band. And y'all go get them tomorrow
good
at
luck
the area
tomorrow.
contest.
That's
Absolutely. All right. So, penalty. See, officials are talking about it.
Yeah.
It's got to be a pass interference here.
It almost has to be. They tackled Aiden before the ball got there. And with the way the defender was covering him, I don't think the ball could have even gotten to him.
No, I don't think so either. Aiden tried to come back to it.
Yeah.
So.
Great job by Aiden to come back and get that call.
Well, hopefully we'll know a little bit more next week when we get on the air what the playoff situation is looking like for the Warhorses and see how the Arabian volleyball team's doing.
So right now, though, we're looking at Ingleside?
That's what I keep hearing. I keep hearing there's a good chance we could see Ingleside.
If everything stays the same, of course, there's always the big final week in everybody's district where you never know what's going to happen. Now, who does Carrizo have in the last week? They have Hondo?
Hondo. That'll be played at Carrizo Springs.
So that's big game if Hondo can step up and get the dub.
Handoff up the middle there down to the 10-yard line. Looks like that's going to be a first down for the Horses. That was
number 9, which is Jonathan Weinkamp.
I was going to say, yeah, that's Weinkamp. Yeah.
Second down.
That is another sophomore.
I got blocked there. I didn't think that was enough for a first down.
No.
I saw the wrong set of the yardsticks.
Yes,
there.
sir.
As I'm sticking my head out the window now, I see the far one.
That's true because it was a first down after that penalty. That was the first down run. I tell you what, Jimbo, if you stand up in here, which would be the thing to do, this building's pretty short. I'm ducking because I'm hitting my head on the light here, and instead of looking through the window when I stand up, I'm looking through nothing up into the wood.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy here.
Weinkamp nice again. Job, Weinkamp.
And he is going to get in the end zone.
Great
run there.
Great one by Jonathan Weinkamp. He gets in. Sophomore just moved up last week.
So another touchdown for the Warhorses here. Yeah, we usually don't have to worry about things like this. I mean, remember that one night in Somerset where we had the stormy night?
We had a storm. It was some stormy
and we were
weather.
on the top of the press box.
That's right. I forget who the ref was that night, but
I don't know. What was it?
But it was stormy.
It was a stormy night, and we were the tallest guys up on top of the press box.
It was not the place to be
with lightning off to the south.
Looks like Guardiola is going to do the kicking.
All right, let's see how
for
this
the Warhorses.
goes.
That snap is down. The kick is up, and it's
good.
good. That young man can do it all.
Yeah, little view from the roving cameraman there. Got a good view of that one going through. So Warhorses now have a 67-14 lead.
68-14.
Oh, 68. Yeah, that's right. They just put the point up there.
Put that one up there. Great job by Sammy. Led the team down the field. Gets to Weinkamp for the touchdown, and then he goes ahead and tacks on that extra point. So great job.
Great job there by some of the Warhorse reserves.
So the Hondo game next week is going to be big because Hondo does get the win in Bandera, 20-10.
All right.
So they have the one loss to us. Carrizo with no loss.
Right.
And us with the one loss to Carrizo. So if Hondo can go down there and knock them off, based on the numbers and who wins by how many points and this and that, the Warhorses could find themselves with the number 1 playoff spot.
That's correct. Could end up in a tri-champ situation.
It's happened before.
Seeding could be determined by positive points, and we'll see. That's why you play the games.
And that's why we don't know exactly, we're looking, when we're talking to the coaches, they're like, well, we're kind of looking at Ingleside, but, they still have to play blah, blah, blah. And, Hondo's still and we still have to take care of our business against Crystal City next week at home.
Absolutely. So what we do know playoff-wise is that the Arabians will be in action. They'll be in action on Tuesday night in Dilley, 6 o'clock. Arabians versus the Carrizo Springs Wildcats.
Dubose with the kickoff. That's going to be 23.
Let's see if we can get a name for that.
That is Elijah Luna.
Elijah Luna will be brought down at around the 30-yard line.
And minute 30 to go here in the game. So another great showing by the Warhorses tonight, Jimbo. Came on the road, got it done. They're going to finish up the season, the regular season, district season at home next week against Crystal City. And Crystal City coming off a tough loss, a big loss to Carrizo. Of course, we saw it. Carrizo is tough.
Yeah, they are. They're a good football team, and they were definitely ready for the Warhorses that first game this year in district play.
Right.
And remember, that game at Warhorse Stadium versus Crystal City, DYS flag football kiddos will be.
Make sure you get out there. Make sure you get signed up and get your tickets. You got to get your tickets online.
That's right, ticketspicket.com. But if you want to have your child run out there with the Warhorses, get them up there, wear their DYS uniform, and we'll be good to go. That'll be a lot of fun.
And be part of the festivities. Get out there.
Absolutely. And, you know, if you're listening and come up and you want to bring a sausage wrap up to the booth, we'll definitely take it.
Nobody's going to turn that down.
As long as Congressman Gonzalez isn't here, we'll be all right. Surely nobody's still listening, right? Oh, I'm mistaken. We have quite a few listeners, and we appreciate everybody that's tuned in watching tonight.
Absolutely.
As always. All right, here we go. Clock runs, 30 seconds left. Pearsall looking to throw. Little screen, and that is going to be played by the Horses. I believe that's Norris, the fullback, with the reception.
That was number 30, Seth De Leon, and George Signs in on the tackle over there, bringing him down. Nice job by Seth De Leon. We had a dress-up day. Seth De Leon was the best dressed character.
Goodness. We had Twin Day. Was it Twin Day?
Twin Day. It was Twin Day.
He came dressed as Coach George Villa.
It, ladies and gentlemen, was excellent.
Spot on.
It was spot on.
Hey, speaking of that, at Devine Middle School yesterday, they had a dress-up day, and some of the kids dressed up as Coach Cosby, Coach Sanchez, and Coach Saunders, who was here, or Sanders last year. Yeah, not Saunders. Sanders, sorry. Q, yeah.
So Q's still getting in the act.
Yeah.
I love it. I
think it's a couple of the 8th graders, Rayshawn and Jackson and some of those guys dressed up. So that was pretty cool to see.
That was. Got another update. Looks like the game's gone final. Somerset.
There's our cameraman for the Warhorses for their game film, Jacob Sadler. He'll be very upset when he finds out we did that.
Somerset with the win over Pleasanton.
There's Baldy manning his post as well. Appreciate these guys and all they do for the kids at DHS.
There you go.
Attaboy,
hey,
Baldy.
we got the wave.
I tell you what, one day we're going to get him on the mic.
Telling you what, y'all don't realize what kind of high-tech situation we got where we'll be able to talk to these people and get them to actually look at the camera and wave.
Yeah. So
10 seconds to go here in this ball game. It's probably going to be the last play.
Let's see, the clock will start here on the official signal. Well, supposedly did not. That's okay. Last play of the game coming, looks like. And Warhorses are going to stop the match. Oh, nope, here comes the penalty.
Of course there is, Jim. But we're 1 second on the clock. Why wouldn't we have JB's bus driving school? And if you want to be a bus driver.
If you do.
For $18 an hour as a beginner or.
Yeah. Or up to $20 an hour as
an experienced bus driver.
And, hey, if you don't have any experience and you want to be a bus driver, come up, talk to the transportation department. They will train you. They will help train you, help you get your license. We are in desperate need of bus drivers, and we'd appreciate anybody that wants to serve to do that. I actually heard on the Bobby Bone Show there was a retired FBI agent that wanted to help serve his community, and he went back and got a CDL and drove a bus for the local school district.
Well, that's a good deal.
Anybody looking for something to do, maybe in retirement?
Do we have any retired FBI agents in Divine America?
I don't know if we have that or not.
I'll tell you what, it would take just about anybody.
Absolutely. Even unretired, we will take
Even
you.
unretired.
Just got a text in, great friend of mine, Jimmy Oliveras. He's texting in saying, "What up, guys? Watching the end of the game." I'd give Jimmy some hard time saying that the Warhorses are whipping up on his hometown Pearsall Mavericks. But Jimmy was a graduate of Devine High School, a year behind me, class of 93. Jimbo, appreciate you texting in, buddy.
Absolutely. Good to hear from you. How's the golf courses looking up there?
Yeah, working on the golf course. Tough job, isn't it? Tough job.
You know, some guys have the light.
Yep. Jeffrey Navarro texting in. He said, "I'm still here, El Guapo." Jeffro, couscous. I think we finally got to the end of this one. We
still have a second on the clock.
We got a timeout here. My bad. So, Big Dog Richard Malone's in. He's still up and listening. Appreciate that. So, a loyal following here, Schmitty.
We do. We have some great followers out there.
Jeffro, tell Marky that we're going to play a 2:30 Stroud League on Sunday.
But don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anyone,
Don't call anybody else.
It's me, Schmitty, Stroud, the three Navarros. Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anybody.
Marty Lawler texting in here. Hey, he said Sandy's Uncle Roger is retired DEA. That's close to FBI. Maybe we can get him to come up and drive a bus. I don't think the requirement is you have to be retired law enforcement to drive a bus. But hey, Marty, appreciate that. That's funny. So. Got some people texting in saying if they're going to be trained, they don't want to be trained by some of them like Bull. That would be Coach Rotrammel. That's coming from Coach Wells. He said Coach Rotrammel trained him, and he said don't let him train anyone.
I think we could probably find somebody else to do it.
I think so.
I think he's going to be pretty busy for a little bit longer.
I think he is. Hey, we should get him to do the basketball broadcast. What do you think?
Hey, there we go.
He's done it before.
You know, since Coach Quiz conned me into something else, and I won't be able to do any basketball this year.
Yeah.
That would be the guy. That would be the guy. I could just hear Coach Rotrammel and Coach Gomez.
I don't know.
How about that tag team?
Oh, wouldn't that be great? It's happened before.
It has. They did it. They did it last year. I went up there and helped them.
Rotrammel had a really nice speech one time about the importance of the bounce pass. So that was pretty nice.
Yeah. Galen, we're sorry if you're listening out there.
Yep.
Jimmy just said the golf courses are looking great.
Awesome.
That's awesome to hear.
Well, discussion here is 1 second left on the clock, and the officials coming in talking to Coach Gomez. So there's Coach Quiz on the sideline there.
Tell him to wave.
So,
and you know what, Jimbo? I get it. You're trying to get some stuff for your players, but Coach Gomez and his staff just went out of their way to try to run all the time off the clock.
Absolutely.
And not run up the score.
Here's the explanation.
Number 7 has been ejected.
Oh, well, that's why. That's going to play a big role in what happens next week. I guess they're saying the personal foul was a helmet-to-helmet contact. I don't know. That would be why Coach Gomez was so adamant about the discussion there.
Yes, he was. That changes the whole discussion when you find out somebody's been ejected, because that will keep him out of next week's contest, right?
For some, if not all, of next week's contest.
Correct.
That is correct. So, last play of the game here is handoff to the right side. Warhorses are going to finish this one here as time expires.
And I'm telling you what, that is going to be an interesting storyline as we go forward to see how that plays out, Jimbo. And we're going to have to get some clarification on just how much time that's going to cost him.
That's exactly right. That could be big, especially on that last play of the game. Regardless, final tonight from Mack Laxson Field in Pearsall ISD. 68 for the Horses, 14 for the Mavericks. We appreciate everybody that's tuned in and watched on YouTube. We'll see you guys next week as the Warhorses return back to Warhorse Stadium to finish out the regular season versus the Crystal City Javelinas. For Coach Gary Schmidt, I'm Coach Jim Sessions. We appreciate you for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one, everyone. Good night.
We out.